right now. Head of the on so BKR Sport. We are here for another live stream. You guys know me. We live stream every single game. We live streamed every single game last week, and we're live streaming every single game this week. Last night, myself and Hayden at Tame House, we jumped on to do the Broncos versus Roosters, thrashing where the Roosters won 59-0. It was a fantastic live stream. You guys have been absolutely loving these live streams. And obviously, we're back again tonight with the Penrith Panthers versus the New Zealand Warriors. Now, this is actually quite an interesting matchup. These two teams, you know, they had polar opposite last week's, but in the same sense, even though the Panthers drew, they're still pretty damn well good team. They went out to a 14-0 lead against the Knights, and obviously that game ended in a 14-14 draw in the end. So the Knights didn't come back in that one, but the Warriors, on the other hand, they won 18-0 against the Dragons. I did tip them, I got behind them, not many people did, but I tipped the Warriors. Now, guys, for this game, I am tipping the Panthers. I think they're going to win by a decent amount. I think the Warriors, unfortunately, I would love to see them win. You know, I really get behind them this season. I would love to see an absolute miracle story coming out of the Warriors this year. But I unfortunately thought that last week was against the Dragons, so I want to see them play against a better team. And this is obviously a good shout because the Panthers are a good team. They are missing Nathan Cleary. So it's going to be very interesting, but I am definitely tipping the Panthers in this one. But shout out to the Warriors family out there, kia ora, and I hope you are well over there. Jesse's Journey says, go to the Warriors. Dad's Mate says, hey, hello, champion. Chris Gam says, hey, bro, hello, guys. After Sports. Chad Wild Clay. Mustard Cast is up blazing. I'm all right, champion. I am all right, ready for big night. But straight after this as well, we're going to be live streaming the Storm versus the Rabbitohs game. It's going to be a cracking game. Very much looking forward to that. Obviously, guys, Hayden's not here tonight. He will be over the weekend sometime, but the game has just kicked off. But he will be here over the weekend sometime. Just obviously not tonight. He's having a chill-out night tonight. The big missing point for the Warriors in tonight's game is Ken Mamalo. Ken Mamalo is not going to be playing. He is out, which is obviously a big strike winger, son. Big strike winger. By the way, guys, let's have a like goal of, say, let's go 70, because we hit 70 every single time, so let's try and hit 70 again. Let's see how we go. I think we're on 22 or something like so right now. Let's go and try and hit 70. Third tackle here for the Warriors. Entertaining us in the building, sitting at fish and chips waiting for dinner. Go the Warriors. Go the Warriors with Ken Marmalade, eh? That's what Hayden said last night. Ken Marmalade or something like that. It was pretty accurate. As a sports says, Blaze, put your mic up volume. I did turn it up. That's as high as it goes, mate. Unfortunately, I don't know why. It usually is quite loud. That's interesting. Maybe you might have to turn it up a little bit. Not too sure. I just saw your message, Hayden. All good. Ashfaz Bear says, Penrith Panthers going to win. NRL gets 0-9. He's his first try scorer. I think first try scorer is going to come from the Panthers. I like a bit of Api Coruscant. I like a bit of Api Coruscant to score the first try from the Panthers. I think it'll be pretty quick. But I don't mind a bit of Crichton as well. Crichton in life, I think he might have a good game. I think he'll score. I don't know if he'll be first, but I think the Panthers will score relatively quick. I reckon there's been a trend, actually. There's definitely been a trend where every game is having a score very early in the game. Very, very early in the game. So we'll see how that goes. But there has been a minute and a half into the game so far, and the Warriors are going to get the ball back on their own line to Arthur Sheck. It's a nice safe answer. Nice safe hands. Jesse Jr. says, kick out looks like a sheep with that dude. Got a lot of bit of kick out. But yeah, kick out. Oscar Berg says, are you doing a forfeit with Hayden this weekend? Whenever he's on, I'm not too sure when he's going to be on. He won't be on tonight for either game, either this game or the next game, which is Storm Rabbitohs, but he will be on sometime. I'm not too sure when. We will do a forfeit at some point over the weekends. Maybe if he comes on the Titans Tigers, I know that'd be good because he's got the Tigers, not the Sun, not the Titans. Third tackle for the Warriors, 25 metres out from their own line. Cooper Storman says hello, hello champion. Azure Sports says 26-18 Panthers. Let's go. Okay, I want to see in the comment section, guys, who do you think is going to win and what do you think the score will be? Let me know in the comment section what you believe the score is going to be between these two teams, and obviously, who you believe is going to win. I'm going Panthers. I'm going to say Panthers 30-16. I'm going to say Panthers 30-16. 14-point win for the old pennies, and a decent win at that. But I think the Warriors still score a couple of tries. I think Panthers' defense is not exactly fantastic. But I think that the Panthers can definitely utilise a lot of defensive lapses the Warriors do. They just played a terrible Dragons outfit last week, but Penrith's attack is quite good as well. Third tackle here for the Panthers, 45 metres out from the Warriors line. Greasy Gamer thinks 26-18 Panthers. Good one. Sport Reaction says your mic is a bit low for me as well. So sure, guys, I haven't changed anything from previous ones. Ricky and he says, can we see the game, please? Well, unfortunately, mate, I don't have $500 million to buy the rights to the games. So, unfortunately, just like everybody else, It's just not going to happen. So this is the live stream reaction where you guys get the score down there. We talk about it live. Because otherwise I can potentially be sued or banned. And that is not going to happen. Johnny Alwine. Oh, that was super by the Panthers. They didn't even try and catch that ball. So unfortunately, man, I can't put the game off for you. But this is the best weekend game we'll do. Ash Tasman says he can't show the screen. Thank you very much. Dan Mooney says, you reckon you can tell? I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why it says the audio. I don't know why everyone's saying the audio's down. That's weird. It's really strange. I'm not sure. Emily keeps saying, Julia Vittoria, good morning, bro. And it's good night for me, but good morning to you too. I'm not too sure why. I might chuck my headset in. Let me do that. Let me chuck. Oh, that's why. Headset was in. Oh, yeah, now we're back. Sorry, guys. My headset was still in from when I was editing the latest In the Sheds podcast. So it was all sitting all the way there. That's why. Now it's fine. Now it's okay. Sorry, guys. That would have just gone bang in your ear too. Sorry, guys. I was editing the latest In the Sheds podcast right up here. It's coming out Sunday, 8 a.m. with the Emerging Cricket podcast this week, all that cricket. Next week is we've got Tetaroa Tahuranga. That's a knock-on against the Panthers. Hand over Penrith. Okay, it's going to be a knock-on against the Warriors, sorry. Yeah, this week we've got Emerging Cricket podcast on with us talking all things cricket worldwide. And that's all like really minnow nations. Next week we've actually got Tetaroa Tahuranga from the Chiefs and the All Blacks. And the week after that we've got Greg Bird, who used to play for the Titans. 5 minutes into the game here, and it is second tackle Panthers, 25 metres out from their own line. Julian Vittoria says, if people want to see the match, Blaze should a mirror on the wall. Unfortunately, man, I have done that before, and I got a nice little email from the NRL, so that won't be happening. If it's like a reflection on a window or something like that, then it's okay. But when it's not, when it's actually something that I've deliberately done, then yeah, that's why I deliberately sit at games. When I do my game day experience vlogs, obviously I can't do live game footage. But when I sit, I'm allowed to, but they don't. They try and pretend like I'm not allowed to, but I know my rights. But I deliberately get a ticket where the screen is behind me, so it helps out, obviously. Here we go, Panthers. Oh, it's going to go back. It's going to be fine. No. Oh my God, he's been tackled off the ball. That's going to be a penalty. Oh wow, I thought that was a penalty. I thought that was going to be a penalty against the Warriors there. That's strange. Dan Mooney says that's better. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, sorry guys, this headset was still plugged in, so it was coming from all the way down there. Reezy Gamer says, if you don't get asked, pop it on my butter chicken, I will be amazed. Yeah, well, Ash Fazbear is the one who usually does it, I'm pretty sure, and Ashley said they're gone. Dorothy Vianot says, let's go Warriors! Kia ora! Let's go Warriors! I'm actually going with Panthers tonight. I tipped the Panthers, but I would love to see the Warriors get up. I really would. I would love to see the Warriors get up. They are a team that deserves a lot for what they have been through, so that'd be fantastic to see them get up. But they're doing pretty well to start the game off here. 6.5 minutes into the game, and they've got the ball, baby. Woo, look at the ball 30 metres out from the Panthers line. Hit that thumbs up, by the way, guys. We are trying to hit 70 thumbs up as per usual. What we usually will do, we usually hit 70. So, oh, that was a great take in fullback by the Panthers. Wow, great take in fullback by the Panthers. Pete Brenner says, hello BKR, can't wait for the Greg Bird podcast. Yeah, that's about 3 weeks away, man. So this week, like I said, Emerging Cricket, which is on Sunday at 8 a.m. Next week is Tetaroa Tahuranga, all about All Blacks rugby. That's New Zealand Rugby Union, by the way, and also the Chiefs. And then, which we've also spoken to Stephen Donald recently, by the way, but you guys want to see that for quite a while. It's like 9 weeks away for you guys. But he's obviously an All Blacks legend, kicked the winning penalty for the All Blacks in 2011 World Cup final versus France in New Zealand. That was absolutely fantastic. So that was a great chat with him, but that won't come out for a while for you guys. So this week is Emerging Cricket, next week is Tetaroa Tahuranga, and the week after that is Greg Bird. Anthony Dong coming very soon as well. Oh my God, that was a nice little flick out from William Cacao, because that's fit tackle here. Fit tackle 40 metres out, terrible kick, no one's chasing. Shocking kick, and the Warriors are going to get some nice little advantage here. Jeez, this has been a pretty average start of the game for both teams. Both teams have started off really averagely. Sport Reaction says, have you been to the Warriors Stadium before? No, I have not. I was planning to try and get there this year because I was going to go to every single stadium this year. But obviously, we couldn't do it because of what's going on. So, unfortunately, that's not ideal. That is not ideal. We had a lot planned this year, but a lot had to be thrown under the carpet for this year. Dorothy, let's go Warriors. As in sports, Julian Vittoria says, I saw someone wearing a walkable singlet at the beach the other day. A wallaby singlet the other day. We'll get around it. We should have gone high five and told them they're a legend. Absolute legends. Alrighty. Oh, this is a good kick. It's a good kick for the Warriors. Oh, that's gonna be a knock on. Yeah, that's a knock on against the Warriors there. So it's gonna be Panthers ball 10 metres out from their own line. Greasy Gamer says, did you hear about Aaron Molan? No, I didn't. I don't know about Aaron Molan. NRL trading card lounge says BK Sport is NRL trades getting open tonight. Unfortunately, man, I'm based in Fiji at the moment, so until I'm back in Australia, I can't do any trading cards. Obviously, Hayden will be on here, Entertainment House will be on here at some point in the next couple of days. He might open a couple for you if you want, but right now, I'm based in Fiji and we can't buy them over here. So, that's a penalty against the Panthers. Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers. By the way, guys, Entertainment House, my co-host. He tipped the Warriors, so that's another reason, because obviously, we've got a running tally on the In the Sheds podcast who with the tips, and I think he's ahead of me by like 2 or something like that. So I would love to claw back, or 2 or 3. I'd love to claw back with a win here with the pennies. Because we had a couple of different tips this weekend. I'm not going to tell you who I tipped. You guys can go and check out the latest In the Sheds podcast for that one. Darnell says, hey Blaze, hello Darnell, good to see you, champion. Alrighty, here we go, Panthers with a nice little opportunity here. Nice little opportunity here. Second tackle, 25 metres out from the Warriors line. Here we go. They're going after the wing. Oh, if they get over the top, no. This actually could be a really good game. This hasn't been fantastic, though. Hasn't been a fantastic start, but it could actually be a really close game. I was actually expecting it to be like a 13-pluser. I thought it was going to be a bit of a 13-pluser from the pennies, but at the moment, the Warriors are holding them in strong. They're going out wide, though. That's going to be a nice little kick. That was actually not a nice little kick. That was a terrible little kick, actually. That was a shocking little kick. AJ Ellis says, lovely tip by 59 last night. By the way, guys, if you weren't watching the stream last night, I did tip the 59-miller. 5 minutes into the game, I said this game will end 59-0, did I not? And I damn well did, son. So I tipped one of the most random scorelines ever. That was because, obviously, Hayden and Tainhouse said, oh, yeah, the biggest scoreline ever was 58-0. I was like, the Warriors with a set restart. And then I was like, oh, nice little step on the inside there. I was like, oh, 60-0? And then I was like, nah, they're going to deliberately get 59-0 as a joke. They're going to get 59-0, kick a field goal just to beat it by 1. And then obviously it happened. So, NRL Vince 090 said, did you hear about how limited fans are allowed back at games in round 5? Yes, I did. And that's good. But in the same sense, with what's going on this weekend, which I'm not going to talk too much about, I'm very passionate about it, but I'm not going to talk about it on here because this is a sport channel, obviously. I think that the virus 2.0 could be a huge factor, considering a lot of people in the same vicinity, just like we're about to see with America. So if they do, I don't think it'll be for too long, unfortunately. But obviously, you guys know that I would love it. Oh, great take. Jeez, the fullback for the Pennies is doing really well tonight. Who's the fullback for the Pennies? Let me have a look. I'm just going to have a go. I'm just going to have a look at... I'm going to have a look at the fullback for the Panthers. I can't think of his name right now. Let's go Field, Penrith, Aikens, that's right. Caleb Aikens, he's having a good game so far, in my opinion. He's having a pretty good game so far, in my opinion. Toby's NRL Unboxing says, do you know how many? NRL Vid says, not sure about how many, but it's been reported. I think it was, yeah, I'm not too sure. NRL Trading Card Lounge says Caleb Aikens. Yeah, he's having a good game, in my opinion, mate. He's having a good game. 32 likes, by the way, guys. We might even be at 50 by half time. Let's do it. Let's go smack that like button. Let's get 50 by half time. Fit tackle here for the Panthers. 30 metres out from the Warriors line. What are they going to do here? High kick. Not a bad kick, actually in a good vicinity. Oh, it's going to be a knock on. It's going to be a knock on. Panthers going to score a try here. Panthers going to score a try. Burton in the right place at the right time. They're going to check it for video ref. I think it is a try, though. The Panthers. Boom, boom. Let's go, son. And what's he going to call? He's calling try. Okay, so he's calling try. We're going to the video ref, though. We are going to the video ref. SS Tall Toby says hi. Hello, champion. Para-Melbourne fan says hi. Hello, champion. Here we go. So it's a great kick. I told you guys, it was a fantastic kick up. Here we go. So it's up. There was try blockers, but they missed. He got around him, and then they both go up for the ball. That's going to be a fair contest. The Warriors are the ones who touch it. There's no knock on there from the Panthers, which I'm pretty sure is what they're looking at. I don't know. He could have actually touched that. Yeah, his hand's facing his own goal line, so I don't know if they can... I think Crichton's hand does maybe touch this. I don't know. I think there's not enough evidence to call that a no-try. Yeah, playing on this stage. They're saying it went backwards anyway, so yeah, it's a try-time Panthers. Boom, boom! Let's go, son. Burton, put that ball down, you buddy. Big headgear, boy. Big headgear, boy. Toby NRL Unboxing says, let's go. Greasy Gamer says, kind of sucks that there are only 5 stadiums and 2 of them are out of Sydney. Yeah, well, yeah, obviously as a Titans fan, there at Suncorp. But it is a boom try time Panthers. Ooh, hit that thumbs up button for the try time to the Pennies. Is that the strongest? Ali AU says big up to Will Chambers. Remember that big up Will Chambers, son. Don't you dare say his name again. Is that the strongest says, I came back, okay, not too sure what that is. Jonathan Coronio says number of player try. It was number 6 for the Panthers, Matt Burton, number 6. He's there 5'8". So they're looking at it again, but it was a try. They're looking at it again. I don't think that's a knock on though. They call him that. I think he knocks that back anyway. I think he does touch it, but I think it goes back. So yeah, number 6 was the player who scored for the Panthers, Matt Burton. OG Whitfield, okay, cool, man. Oh man, that hurts. That one hurt. What about Reese Gamer says, how trash are Brisbane? Let's give that one a clap. Stephen Crichton lining up for the conversion right now. 13 minutes into the game. Pennies. They're going to be up 6-0. They are up 6-0. Let's go, son. Let's go. Avide AU says, I reckon Broncos shouldn't have the privilege to the home ground. Well, no, I disagree. You've got to give them the home ground considering Suncorp. You know, I just don't believe the Cowboys should probably be based up in North Queensland. I don't get it. Like, why are the Cowboys allowed up at North Queensland and the Titans aren't allowed at the Gold Coast? Like, I get the distance factor, but it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, if they can use their home ground, why can't we use our home ground? I just don't get it, in my opinion. But, you know, it is what it is, and it doesn't really matter. Paramount Melbourne fan, Paramount Melbourne with a smiley face. Jonathan Carreño says, thanks, I want 13. Oh, 13. Oh, you want the lock. So, is that William? No, William Picard's the second row. Who's number 13 for the Panthers? It's 6-0 for the Panthers, by the way, guys. 13 and a half minutes in. Number 13 is, Isaiah Yayo. Yeah, he had a good game last week. Yayo. OG Whitfield says that was only for the try, bro. I'm a Warriors fan. Oh, I thought you were saying dislike of the stream. I was like, oh, wow. You got me. Nah, it's all good, bro. Appreciate you coming on the stream. That's funny. I saw a thumbs down, and obviously I don't think I'd seen a comment from you above that, so I was like, oh, okay, well, thanks, man. Look, man, I really want the Warriors to do well this season, even as a Titans fan, and I feel like the Warriors are a genuine team that we could possibly finish above, alongside the Dragons, and alongside potentially the Tigers, and alongside the Bulldogs. I think that the Titans, obviously, I should be hoping for a team like the Warriors to lose, but I really get behind the Warriors this year, man. I really want to see them do well. They've been through a lot. It's been a real massive struggle for this team coming into the season, and I tipped them last week. I got behind them. I was like, this is the game they're going to win. Unfortunately, they're not going to win too many games this year, but this is the game they're going to win against a team like the Dragons, and you know they came out and they did well, but I think people overrated the performance. I think people overrated the performance against the Dragons and don't realise that the Warriors are still going to struggle pretty heavily this year. They've got a team that can do a couple of things here and there, but especially with no Ken Mamalo in this game, I have no idea why people tip the Warriors. And they're still going to struggle against a team like the Panthers here, especially with no Nathan. Even with no Nathan Cleary, I still think they're going to struggle. But like I said, I would love to see the Warriors do something. And set restart here for the Panthers, 10 metres out. Here we go. 10 metres out, first tackle for the Panthers. Jonathan Coronio says, I bet it's 13 try. Ashton Adams says, do you hate me? No, I love ya. You're always here. Good on you, Ashton. Appreciate you. Always appreciate people who join the stream and get involved with the stream. Because obviously, everyone's been having a good time on the streams lately, and that's the main thing. So I do appreciate every single person who comes here. Here we go. Second tackle, Panthers. Ooh, no. Third tackle, 5 metres out from the Warriors line. Panthers getting a bit of attack going like they did last week. They obviously went out to a 14-0 lead against the Knights, but they fell apart in the end. Okay, James Tarmo. James Tarmo has been a bit unimpressive in these first 2 games. Well, obviously this is my 15th, this is his second game, but he was unimpressive in his first game and the first 2 games, in my opinion. Even though I did tip the Panthers in the first 2 games. Oh, Billy, it's a knock-on against kick out. They're not going to call it. I was going to say, that's definitely a knock-on against the Panthers, but they did call it, so that's a knock-on against the Pennies. The Grease Gamer says, when did you start the stream, bro? I have been watching the channel for years and have never been on a stream since the start of the year. So I think my first stream was when I was in Chicago. By the way, knock-on against the Panthers right now, so we're just waiting for a scrum, 10 metres out from the Warriors line. I think my first streams were in Chicago with the NCAA college basketball tournament. and I did like every single game, or every single big game anyway. And then after that, when I got back to Australia, I think I started doing the Rugby World Cup. And I did a couple of games here and there. This year I've been going crazy. Obviously I did the entirety of last week. I'm doing the entirety of this week. Next week I'm doing Super Rugby, AFL and the NRL. Like, it's going to be crazy. If you're not subscribed yet, guys, it's going to be absolutely crazy. Oh no, they're going to give the ball to Panthers. Oh, damn. I thought that was a knock on. Okay, I don't agree with that one. I don't agree with that one. First tackle there. I thought that was a knock-on Panthers for sure against William Cacao, but they gave the ball to the Panthers and they're going to get another fresh set here 5 metres out from the Warriors line. James Tamo with the ball. Coruscant, they're going out. Oh, they're going to get that ball out. That was terrible defence there by the Warriors. That was terrible. I know it didn't work out, but he should have passed it out wide. Jim Crichton would have scored for sure. That's going to be a penalty, and they might. No. Okay, are they calling? Oh, no, they're calling off the mark. They're calling off the mark, don't you worry. Go and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, by the way, guys. Show your appreciation for the stream. We're trying to hit 70 thumbs up. We're already at 40 thumbs up. We're already at 40 thumbs up. So let's try and hit our like goal of 70, which is awesome. Oh, gee whiz. Fifth tackle lead for the Panthers. They've done nothing in this set. They've had a couple of opportunities, but they couldn't find them. Oh, my God. No, no, no. Coruscant. Stupid, man. Stupid decision. No, Coruscant. That's a brain snap. That's a brain snap, dude. Nah, Coruscant with the brain snap there. Chargie's dad says, thoughts on the reports, fans will be allowed back in games next week. Like I said before, brain snap by Coruscant. Like I said before, unfortunately because of the protest, which I'm passionate about by the way, but we're not going to talk about this on the stream. Unfortunately due to the protest, there could be a second round of virus that might prevent oh geez, I'm sweating here. That might prevent a serious amount of games in the future. I genuinely believe that this may cause a little bit more of an influx, which would obviously prevent people from going to games in the future. So hopefully it doesn't, but with a lot of people in a very close vicinity, it's worrying. It definitely is worrying. OG Whitfield says, very true, man. Hopefully next season we can do something. Yeah, I hope so, man. I really do hope so for the Warriors. And for the Titans too, I hope we both get better because we're both struggling severely and it'd be really good to see a couple of those struggling sides get back into the fray and make the competition a little bit more closer. But with a second Brisbane team potentially coming into the fray, it's very difficult to see teams getting closer because the talent will just be diversified. The talent will just be across more teams and, you know, it'll dilute the talent. That's the word I'm looking for. It'll dilute the talent. And although Brisbane does probably deserve a second team to get the fans there, it's like, because there is plenty of fans in Brisbane, people don't realise that the Broncos get fans there because they have the previous success, they have the population there, but they have the previous success and the constant thereabouts to warrant those fans. You bring in another Brisbane team, everyone's already a Broncos fan. So it's like, I don't really get it because there's already everyone in Brisbane goes to the Broncos. Majority of the Gold Coast, even half the time, goes to the Broncos. You know, you've got half of Queensland. Majority of Queensland going to the Broncos. Fifth tackle in the Panthers. We'll keep going on this conversation in 2 seconds, which will probably get clipped from the channel actually. Here we go. Coruscant goes out to the left. Burton with a nice little kick underneath. Oh, Crichton nearly got underneath, but didn't get it. And so Warriors will get the ball back here. My thoughts are that unfortunately I just don't understand bringing in a second Brisbane team right now. It's just going to dilute the talent even more. We're going to have a lot more teams that struggle, penalty Warriors, and I don't necessarily think it warrants the second team of Brisbane because everyone already supports the Broncos. So how are you going to swap them? Gold Coast is another city. We do still have fans there. I know you guys don't think there's fans there, but there is still fans there. They just don't go to games, unfortunately. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I just don't see where their new fans come from. Everyone loves the Broncos. Why are people going to swap from the Broncos to the Bombers or whoever this other team is that's coming in? It doesn't make sense to me. Lachlan Jurga says, and Nat Dunhall says, hello, Big Ass Sport. Lachlan Jurga says the second wave will most likely happen, so NRL will have to stop again. I don't know about stop, but I think that they will prevent people coming into the games. Paddock says, do you think the NRL should have a draft? I don't, because I don't know if there's enough talent. You know, it's a great system they have in America, fantastic system. The AFL is a pretty bit of an average draft in my opinion, but the talent system in America with the NBA and the NFL is fantastic. But baseball and hockey is a little bit but NBA and NFL is fantastic. So I would love to see a draft, but I just don't think there's enough talent in the NRL
across the country population-wise to warrant it. I think it might be able to get... Hold on, fit tackle here for the Warriors. They kicked over the top. Great take. Is that Aikens again? No, that was Crichton. Great take by the Panthers there, and now they're 5 minutes out from their own line. First tackle. A bit of a defensive start, in my opinion. A bit of a defensive start. 21 minutes into the game. Living Gamer says hi. AFL Edit says hello. Mason Experience says good day, everyone. Hello, champion. Greasy Gamer says I think Titans have a bigger membership than Sharks. Not gonna lie. I was saying this the other week, mate. I don't think we have. I think we're at like 9,000 or something like that, which is low. But I'm pretty sure the Sharks are maybe like 12,000. But on average attendance, I think the Titans are above or on par or just below the Sharks. I don't think membership-wise we're above. I think the Sharks have more memberships. I disagree on that one. But if you can prove me wrong, then prove me wrong. I would love to be proven wrong with that. But no, I think that I'm pretty sure that we have a bigger crowd attendance. And obviously that's not many Titans fans, but it's still bigger crowd attendance. So, someone who says, personally I think Perth makes more sense to have the next NRL team. We'll make a national competition and we add a new time zone for the competition. Yes, Perth is a good shout. By the way, third tackle here, Warriors 7 years out from their own line. Yes. And a lot of people say, oh, Perth didn't come for the Nines. It was like, you had the Nines on a Friday during the day when people are working for one. And secondly, it was just it wasn't set up right. It wasn't set up right by the NRL. So I don't agree to look into that Nines competition too much. I think Perth is probably the best option. Oh, that wasn't played. That wasn't played. Panthers going to get the ball here. Burton's going to score here. Burton's going to score here. He scores out the wing. Boo! Pennies! I just called the Panthers pennies. 10-0 up. Wow, that was a deflection. Oh, what are you looking at, mate? We all know it's a try. Call it a try, you bloody donkey. Call it a try. He's going to the video ref for no reason. Oh, I need that crack. He's not playing at this. And even if he does play it, he gets the ball himself. What are they looking at? What were they looking at? It's obviously a try. Where were they looking? Because even if he did play it, he gets the ball. Like, I don't get it. Kahuna King says, we'll win today and hopefully we'll prove everyone wrong. Well, don't know about that one. I have tipped the Pennies. I have tipped the Panthers, and they obviously are leading. But they did collapse last week. I have called a 13-plus win to the Panthers. I have called a 30-16 win to the Panthers. But I would love to get proven wrong, but I just can't see it. So that's a try to the Panthers. Burton with the double already. Gee whiz. Burton with the double. Have a good game. Panacat says, if you bring in another Brisbane team, you need to bring in an 18th team to make it even. Not necessarily. A-League, obviously... Well, A-League is bringing in another team to make it a 12-team league, I guess, when they brought in Western United. And MacArthur is coming in next year as well, I believe. Or this season, upcoming season. But, in the same sense, like, we've obviously seen that it can work. And the A-League did it this season with just 11 teams, so it was uneven. But most competitions, pretty much every competition around the world besides the A-League is even. So, yeah, you would have to nearly bring in 2 teams to make it even. But then, obviously, that brings you in the case for you're diluting more talent, you know what I mean? You're diluting more talent, bringing in another team that's... another second team which just needs more good players. So it is a struggle. It's really hard. Panacat says most pointless review ever. That's what I'm saying. I don't get it. Like, what are they looking at? What are they looking at? Come on, guys. Let's get 50 thumbs up before half time. We're at 42 already. Let's get another 8 thumbs up before half time. We've got 16 minutes to do so. Crichton from the sideline has missed it. So 10-0 to the Panthers. 42 thumbs up right now. You haven't hit the thumbs up button yet. Go and smack it. We're going to get 50 before half time and 70 by full time. I know we can damn well do it, so go and hit that thumbs up. Sport Reaction says, another Melbourne or Tasmania team thoughts? No to Tasmania. No to Tasmania, because that's firstly all AFL. I guess you would want to be like, oh, let's get in there before the AFL, but in the same sense, I just disagree. I just don't think there's the support down there for rugby league right now. You could obviously bring them in, but I don't necessarily believe there's the support. I know they're all loving of the AFL and cricket down there. You could test it out, but you'd need to test it out with some trial games first. They don't take any trial games down to Tasmania. In regards to the other team, was Melbourne? Nah, I don't think so. I think another New Zealand team would be great. I'd love to see a South versus North Island rivalry brewing. We spoke about this on the podcast actually with Jamie Soward. If you guys don't know this, obviously we had Jamie Soward, ex-Panther, ex-Dragon, on the podcast, on the In the Sheds podcast, which is every Wednesday at 4 p.m. and Sunday at 8 a.m. we had Jamie Soward on a couple of weeks ago, and we were talking about actually who we should bring in, and he said Brisbane and a second New Zealand team, and I agree. I've always said the second New Zealand team would be fantastic. That should be a penalty against the Warriors. They're not going to call it. It should have been high tackle. Corey South's had a decent game besides the obvious brain snap that he had before. But yeah, I would love to see a New Zealand rivalry between North and South. That's what I would love to see. Okay, so the Warriors are going to get the ball. That's just stupid by the Panthers. This is what I mean. They're probably going to cost this lead up too. Hey, Alice, do you think the ticket prices will go down or up when fans go back? Well, they'd be stupid to make it go up because no one has money right now. No one has money. No one's been working. So if they put the prices up, they should put the prices down just to encourage fans to come back. Everyone's like, oh my God, when the fans come back, everyone's going to be rushing to get tickets. And it's like, well, let's remember that no one has a job right now. So it's like no one is able to just don't buy those tickets up. The only people who can go and buy the tickets are the wealthy, are the people who have been able to maintain their job. It's not, and rugby league is a very working man's game, very hard working man's game, not going against the Warriors there. So I don't necessarily believe the crowds will be straight back unless they're wealthy individuals. And I believe they're actually talking about only letting them in the boxes. That's what I've heard. I believe that they're only letting them in the boxes, which obviously is even more money. So I don't know. I think that if the NRL would be stupid in the same sense to put more money on the ticket prices simply because people can't afford the basics right now. So you need to encourage fans to come back by lowering the prices. Get more people there by lowering the prices. People don't have the money right now to go and fork out the big sums. I know that the NRL is struggling, but you'd rather get more fans in for little money than less fans in for bigger money. That's what I'm saying. Because one, you can potentially lose fans on one aspect. You can tend to lose fans on one aspect because it's too expensive. But in the same sense, they can't afford it. So you're losing fans and they can't afford it. Or you can lower the prices, get people through the gates, slowly welcome back the fans. Penalty for the Panthers here, 20 minutes after their own line. You welcome fans back into the game. You give them the incentive to come back. You make it cheap for them. And happy days, you probably get more support actually. You probably will get more support. So that's my thoughts. I think that it would be ridiculous if the NRL raised ticket prices. But what happens with memberships is my opinion too, is my question. Like what would happen with memberships? Obviously people have paid memberships. If some corp starts letting people in, what happens to the Broncos members? Do they get first dibs? Like, do the Broncos members get first dibs? Like, do they get part of the membership included? Like, do they get their tickets or what? Like, do the membership still mean nothing? Like, I don't get it. Like, here we go, Panthers here. William Cacao. Ooh, big run though. That's a 50, baby. Woo! Alright guys, I'll look at your questions and your comments in 2 seconds. Third tackle here with the Panthers. They're going to go out wide. No, that was good defence there by the Warriors. Good defence by the number 20 for the Warriors there. Fourth tackle here, 25 metres out from the Warriors line. Panthers, not much has gone on in this game so far. A lucky try for the second one for Matty Burton, but the first try was a good try. Here we go, Panthers, fifth tackle. They're going out to the left, Oh, Stephen Crichton, I think he's about to knock it on. No, unfortunately, he lost the ball there. He didn't have much room there. He didn't have much room to do anything too much just there. By the way, guys, 44 thumbs up. Let's smack that. Let's get 50 right now before half time. 12 minutes to go. 6 more thumbs up to hit Buddy Denwell 50. Okay, let me have a look at some of your comments. So, as responses, update score. Oh, it's not doing it itself. Okay, hold on. Let me refresh it. I don't know why it's doing that this time. Let's go have a look. So, hold on. Let's go into properties. Let's refresh. Cache of current page. This should come back. It's just refreshing, guys. Yeah, there we go. So the score has come back. Perfect. All right, guys. Sorry about that. It's not me. It's the NRL app that unfortunately does that. Let me just move it around a little bit. It doesn't have the time on it though. But that's not me. There it goes. The timer's back on. Okay, perfect. Colonel King says, others axe the Storm. No team can be that successful for that long and not get caught. The Storm is still cheating. That's funny. That is funny. All right, pit tackle of the Warriors. 45 metres out from the Panthers line. Kicked it up high. No, good take. Good save hands at the back there by the winger for the Panthers. Nathan Hollis says Warriors are crap. Disagree. I just think that I don't think they're going to win many games this year. However, I think they'll win a lot of games against the lower ranked teams. Obviously Titans, they've always got a good bogey team record against us. Oh, geez, that's a risky offload there by the Panthers. Really risky offload there by the Panthers. WNKL says, who's the MVP of the game? That's going to be a penalty against the Warriors. Who do I think so far? It's only been 30 minutes, my man. It's only been 30 minutes. MVP right now, most valuable player for the Panthers, maybe Coruscant. I guess maybe. No, Burton. Sorry, Matty Burton. Matty Burton's going to be the man of the match so far, obviously, so far. AJ Ellis says, that's the best answer I've had. I've asked so many big people in sport about the tickets and they gave me a stonewall answer, so I thank you for a perfect answer. Man, this channel is all about giving me honest opinions, man. This is my channel. I'm going to say whatever I damn well want. If I think that's the case, then I'm going to tell you that's what my thoughts are. I'll never AJ, can you message me on Instagram right now what timestamp I started talking about that? Was it like 25? Can you message me saying 25th minute? Because I want to clip that and I want to put it on the channel. Yeah, please send me a message saying 25th minute, so that I remember that and can do that tomorrow, even though I'm editing the podcast tomorrow, but so that I can chuck it up as a video as well. So I love chucking up clips where I'm being honest like this, because I'm very honest on these live streams. I'll tell you guys how it is. I don't hide anything. Here we go, Panthers, right up the wide, 15, coming out to the wide, 5 metres out, 4th tackle. Can the Panthers get over the line? If the Panthers get over the line here, it's going to be very, very tough, especially if they can make it 16-0. It'll be very, very tough for the Warriors to get back into this one. I did tip it. I did think the Panthers are unfortunately going to get a big win here, but I would love to see a close game, but I just couldn't see it, man. I just could not see it. Going to the left. Burton kicking that left. It's going to be too hard, unfortunately. Nice effort there from Crichton, though. Very nice effort from... Oh, no, it's Mansour, sorry. Mansour. Isaac Ritchie says, Matt Burton's having a good game up at the Panthers. Up at the Panthers. There we go. 5 thumbs up, 50. Come on, guys. Let's get there. 5 time, 50. Let's go. Let's go. Gee whiz. Alright, so Kahuna King says, hurry up, Warriors, and score. Get lost, Nat Dan. Bit of banter. Going on in the chat right now. Paddock says, do you think the NRL should eventually have a game in USA or Canada? Well, they were actually considering, I think, 2023 to have the State of Origin match in LA. They had one game in LA, I think, back in the 80s or 90s. They had a State of Origin game in, I think, California, in LA, but I'm not too sure, or maybe Hawaii. No, I'm pretty sure they were planning to do one in Hawaii, which I would have gone to, but I think that's like 2003, 2004, because they want to obviously really get into the American scene. But the thing with that, by the way, Warriors are 30 metres out from the Panthers line. You've got to remember with America, it's very difficult for them to get into the NRL game. Why? Because I can tell you from experience, I'm a massive rugby league fan. I went to Chicago last year. You guys know this. I was vlogging Bulls games, vlogging Cubbies games, White Sox games, Blackhawks. It was at 3 a.m. for me. I'm a massive Titans fan, but I wasn't getting up at 3 a.m. when for example, I did. I'll be honest, I did. But no one, and that's going to be a penalty against the Warriors. Stupid, tackling there. No one's going to get up at 3 a.m. if they don't know the sport, if they don't watch the sport already. So it's like, I was there, and I would struggle to get up at 3 a.m. I would still get up at 3 a.m. to watch us lose. But in the same sense, it's like, no one's going to get up and watch it if they don't know the games already. So they need to replay games during the day for the American fans. They can't watch it live. They need to get into the game by watching during the day. And that's what the NRL needs to focus on. So it'd be great to take a game over, State of Origin game over, but in the same sense, it would lose the feel. People want the Origin feel of Suncorp. People want the Origin feel of ANZ Stadium in Sydney. So it's like, I get trying to grow the game worldwide, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. We want to see it at Suncorp. We want to see it at ANZ Stadium. We don't even want to see it at the MCG, let alone out of Los Angeles. We don't even want to see it in bloody Perth, let alone Los Angeles. You know what I mean? Like, it's just... That's a knock-on against the Panthers there. 25 metres out from the Warriors line. The Warriors get the ball back. 10-0 to the Panthers with 7 minutes to go of the first half. Kahuna King says they are 4th worst team at the moment. Sharks suck. Sharks do suck after last week, but I have a feeling they're going to beat the Cowboys this week. You know, I said on the podcast, I tipped the Cowboys, but I changed my tip personally to the Sharks in the BKR Sport tipping competition. Panthers are going to give away a penalty there. The Warriors are going to get a penalty. Panthers don't want to give away another score just before half time like they did last week. That's when the Knights came back, obviously, from 14 points down. We've got 6.5 minutes to get 50 thumbs up. Come on, 2 more before half time. 2 more. 48. Come on, let's do it, son. Come on, let's do it. 50, let's do this. Nicholas Daly says up the Storm. We will be live streaming the Storm versus Rabbitohs game straight after this. We're going to switch the stream over, obviously. So if you're not subscribed yet, go hit the subscribe button. But we are going to swap the stream over straight after this and go to the Storm versus Rabbitohs game. We are live streaming all both games tomorrow, both games on Sunday, and the game on Monday. Next week is a bit of a mix, though. Next week is a mix of NRL, Super Rugby, and the AFL. So there'll be a bit of a fun week next week. Jonathan Carreño says Panthers is in. It is 6 minutes to go in the first half, and it's 10. The live score is just below us, brother. But the Warriors have a chance here. Ooh, fourth tackle here, 5 minutes out from the Panthers line. Fourth tackle here, 5 minutes out from the Panthers line. That's going to be a knock-on against the Warriors. That was stupid. I think they're going to captain challenge. I don't think they should. They're going to captain challenge it. I think they're going to captain challenge it, but I don't think so. I don't think they should waste it right now. I think that's a penalty. I think that was a knock-on. Sorry. Yeah, that's nothing in it, mate. That's nothing in it. You're stupid. You're just wasting your captain's challenge. You just wasted your captain's challenge, brother. You just wasted your captain's challenge, Warriors. Stupid. That's stupid. They shouldn't have gone the captain's challenge here. That's a clear knock-on, mate. You just dropped it yourself. Come on, dude. Nah, that's just a lost ball, bro. Yeah, that's just stupid. What an idiot. Why would you waste your captain's challenge like that? Why would you waste your captain's challenge like that? Nat Dan Holler says, I smashed the like button. Bang, son, that's what I'm talking about. Smash that like button. I love it. I love it. Simon Hughes says, I think the Super League is a lot more better for the North American market because the time zone is quite more friendly to them. I would agree, but the Super League, obviously, quality-wise, isn't as... And this isn't an insult to anyone in the English, but it's just, we all know the Super League is not as quality as the NRL. I know if you're in England, you probably really like it because you're from that area, but I'm just saying a comment. But in the same sense, the quality is just not compared. So maybe it's a good way for them to get into rugby league by watching the Super League. Or by the way, we hit 50 thumbs up. Woo, half time. We only need 20 more thumbs up to hit our like goal 70. Look at us go, son. It's only not even half time yet. I think that's a good way for them to get into rugby league and to really get the feel of it, and then hopefully they transfer, or if they start to like rugby league, they can start to realise and watch on the midday games for the NRL. For them, obviously, it's difficult, but you'd obviously have to replay the game for them during midday. Fit tackle lead for the Panthers, 45 metres out from the Warriors line. Tabwell Clay says, a smash the like. Good on you, champion. Get around it. Pete Bretto says, Julian Vittoria, is that you in the profile? Sorry, Julian Vittoria says, who's our team playing this week? I support Titans because of you and my football team. Yeah, nice, brother. We are playing the Tigers. Oh, hold on, Panthers. We are playing the Tigers on Sunday, my man. I think Saturday night for you, but Sunday afternoon for us. Or Sunday night for us. Panthers might score here, 5 metres out. There's a mistake at the back of the Warriors. I think if the Panthers score here, it could be game over, in my opinion. I think if the Panthers score, there's going to be plenty of space out right. There's going to be plenty of space out right. He's going to kick for himself. He's going to score at the try time. Wow. Jerome Luai with a nice little kick in from behind. And the Panthers have just gone up 14-0. Keep it come. It's going to be 16-0. And the Pennies, ooh, son, they're tasty right now. Tasty. Chadwell Clay says, hi, hello, Chadwell Clay. Julian Vittoria says, who's Pete Bretto? I don't know. He's a guy who supports the channel. He's always here for the live streams. Great bloke. Good on him. Good on the champion. Nat Dan Holler says, who do you like the football? My team is the Titans because I'm from the Gold Coast. Pato Cat says, I smashed the like button. Now I have a broken arm. You know, I've had many of those. I've had many of those broken arms from smashing the like button. The old BKR sports streams tell you. Oh my gosh. Now that's telling you that you're straight into the cause, mate. Hold on 1 second, have a drink. That's exactly what you need to do. You're breaking your arm while you're bloody hitting that like button. That's exactly right. That's showing you, buddy, you're committed to the cause that is BKR Sports Hub. Get around it. Nick McIntyre says try time. Hey, Nick McIntyre, aren't you a Penrith? You are a Penrith fan, then? Yeah, I think you are a Penrith fan, as far as I can remember. 3 minutes to go here. Jerome Luai looks like he might have done an injury here, but that was a fantastic little dinky-dink kick through to score for himself. Sport Reaction says, who's your favourite NRL player, past or present? My favourite player of all time is Darren Lockyer. I grew up watching him as a young bloke, so I love Darren Lockyer. I know he's a Broncos player and I'm a Titans fan, but I do love a bit of Lockyer in my life. And Crichton gets the kicks for 16-0 to the Panthers with 3 minutes to go. I cannot see the Warriors coming back from this one, and I'm very happy with the tip here. Thank you very much, AJ. I will check it out after the Storm Rabbitoh streams. Obviously, I won't really have too much time between streams. And we only can calculate that ball. Woo! Damn, son. Damn. Lachlan Checker says, will the Broncos bounce back next week? Did they play Manly? I don't think so. No, I don't think. I think they play Manly next week. I can't see them bouncing back next week. No. Hold on. Am I still on? Am I still on right now? Am I still on right now? Are you guys still seeing me? It looks like it cut out for me, but I don't know. Am I still on for you guys? Let me know. Let me know in the comment section. Are we still? Can you guys let me know in the comment section if I'm still on or the internet cut out? Ooh, hold on, I'm just waiting. Kia ora, Aaron Douglas. Thank you very much, champion. Hold on, guys. I'm just checking if we're still on. If you guys can still see me, because it cut out for me just then. I want to see if I'm still on for you guys. Hello. Oh, HLS is all good. Thanks, guys. As of course, it's still on. Toby's NRL boxes. Times are not bad just compared to other teams they are. You buddy double-edged sword, buddy, cheeky bastard. I love it. Buddy, they're only bad compared to other teams. Thanks, man. Jaden NZL says, make me proud. Come on, my Warriors, my teammates. Get around him. I'd love to see the Warriors do a comeback here, but they're not gonna. I'd love it though. Fit tackle lead with the Panthers. Big kick up, big kick up, big kick up, big kick up. Oh, it's gonna be a knock on. Panthers, crying with the ball. Let's go. Oh, he's knocked it off. It's gonna be a knock on against the Warriors. So the Panthers are gonna get another set here. A minute 30 to go. The first half. Can they score again? Can they score again? Pete Vera says, I can see just fine, perfect. Someone who says, what do you think of the new format for the NBA with the 22 out of 10 playoff? Ask me at halftime, brother. Ask me at halftime. We spoke about other sports at halftime. Alrighty. So Panthers are going to get a nice little opportunity. Oh, it could be a penalty. No, it's not going to be a penalty. It's not going to be a penalty. Oh, wow, it is going to be a penalty. They're going to call a penalty against Panthers. Tackle without a ball, dreaming. That's a shocking call. Sport Reaction says, South have never beaten the Storm in Melbourne. I don't think they're going to do it tonight either, but I think they've got a good, decentish chance. But I just think the Storm oh, that's a 4 pass. Yeah, it's a 4 pass against the Warriors. The Panthers might have one last opportunity here, maybe kick a field goal or something like that, because they couldn't last week. Give Matt Burton a little bit of field goal practice. I think the reason why the Storm lost last week decently is because they can't really adjust to the fast gameplay that it is now. Obviously, the Storm are very well known for their slow gameplay. They're very well known for grinding through the game. And this new system does not help out the Storm system of slow gameplay. So it's going to be very interesting to see them going up against the Rabbitohs tonight, who should be a fast-paced game. However, the Rabbitohs obviously don't have Cody Walker, so he's a fast little nifty 5'8" that roams around for him. So that's a big loss for the old Rabbits. He was obviously gone last week as well. Sport Reaction says that Lock and says the Titans will lose 26-6 this week. That's just ridiculous. That is just ridiculous. Against the Tigers. Tigers aren't great, mate. Tigers aren't good team. I'll wait to see that. If you guys want to see my tips with Entertain House, go and check out the most recent In the Sheds podcast. It came out Wednesday, 4 p.m. Go for a field goal, Bird. Go for a field goal. What are you doing? What's the point? They're going out wide. They're going out. Jerome Luai, still running. Still running. What's going on? Oh my god. Now the Warriors are taking the ball. That was so stupid. Warriors still trying. That was the most ridiculous play. If the Warriors had scored there, people would have lost their shit as a Panthers fan. That would have been absolutely detrimental. But half-time, guys, it is 16-0 to the Panthers. Woo! Half-time, 16-0 to the Panthers. I thought the Panthers have been pretty good through Matt Burton. Besides that, they haven't been as great as you'd probably think, but in the same sense, they're already up 16-0, so you've got to love that. You've got to love that if you're a Panthers fan. We're at 53 thumbs up. Obviously, our like goal is 70, so if you haven't hit the thumbs up button yet, go and smash it. We're definitely hitting 70. I know we are. I know we're definitely hitting 70. Pete Brenner says, your favourite team is Titans. Who is your least favourite? Entertain House is the Warriors are back. Well, I don't know what game you're watching, champion. The old Warriors are back. Okay, well, did I not say this? Hayden? Listen to me on the podcast when I say things like this. It was against the Dragons, champion. It was against the Dragons. You got to give us credit, son. You got to give the old buddy, the old Pennies some credit. I'm not a Pennies fan. I don't know why I just say give us some credit. Or maybe give us as in need some credit, because, bloody hell, I told you, 13 plus, mate. Come on. Nick McIntyre says, who would you keep with Cleary next week? Luai proven with him, but Burton being the more dominant half since returning. Hard question. I don't know if Burton will suit Cleary. I think that, actually, you know what? I think Burton suits Cleary more than Jerome Luai suits Cleary. I actually would probably keep Jerome Luai. I'd keep Burton, because I think that Luai, is a good player, but I think that Burton is. I think Cleary. This is me, right? So when I think of a rugby league team, I want halves that complement each other, as in one dominant and 1 Roma. And this is why in the NRL draft episode of the In the Sheds podcast, I chose Cherry Evans and Sean Johnson. Because Cherry Evans is dominant and will direct play, but you've got Sean Johnson who can just roam the field and just kind of be that elusive back that just kind of gets around. And I think that Sean Johnson needs someone like that. And I'm always talking about SJ on this podcast, on this streams, because I love him. But he just doesn't have the right side from the Sharks. I would think Burton would be the type of guy that would complement Cleary. I think Cleary, although he's dominant and can roam around, I think there needs to be someone who's a little bit more straight, a little bit more kind of down to business as Burton, that I think that would work really well with Cleary. That's all I get a feeling for. But it would be a tough question. It is a tough question, my friend. Tobias NRL Boxing says, Kiswell, he's playing this week. TTW Duffy says, hey, on stream. He'll be on stream at some point this weekend. He's not going to be on tonight, unfortunately. Nat Holler says, Titans are bad. You are bad. Nat Holler, you are bad. TTW says, don't say we're going to win or we're going to lose. Taylor Cat says, surely the NBA let Atlanta Hawks play 1 game so Vince Carter can have his farewell game. That'd have been nice, but no. But it would have been nice, but nah, the Hawks aren't going to make the playoffs. I like the new system. I think that it gets straight to business where we it's funny how many teams in the West are there compared to the East, though. It shows you how good the West is right now compared to the East. Put it that way. TTW says, don't say we're going to win. Pete Vera says, who is your least favourite NRL team? I made a video on the channel, I think it came out like early last year, where I did a tier rankings of my love, like, don't mind, dislike and hate, and I put all 16 teams into different categories. So if you want to go and see who I don't like or who I love and who I don't mind and stuff like that, then go and check out that video. I think I put it out early last year. But yes, that's a video that I chucked out that helps you to understand. But in the same sense, I don't really hate anyone in this league, man. When I do streams for every single game, so I just love watching the sport. But if you haven't hit the thumbs up button, by the way, guys, go and hit that thumbs up button. Kiswell says hello from PNG and kia ora. Kia ora to all the Kiwis out there, and obviously hello to everyone Papua New Guinea. There's actually quite a few people from Papua New Guinea who watch these streams, which is fantastic. Papua New Guineans obviously love their rugby league. Sport Reaction says, I'm keeping the AFL, but I'm joining the NRL. I'm a new fan. Oh, good stuff, brother. Yeah, the NRL is obviously a fantastic sport to watch, and there's been no other sports on, so obviously everyone's enjoying it too. But I am looking forward to the AFL next week as well. We will be live streaming Thursday and Friday and Saturday. There's no good games on Sunday, so we won't live stream any AFL games on Sunday, but I will do the Thursday game for the AFL. I will do the Friday game for the AFL, but I'll also do the 6 p.m. NRL game. Well, 6 p.m. for me. He said 6 p.m. for you, 8 p.m. for me. But I'll do the AFL game straight after. So I'll do 2 streams. I'll do AFL on Thursday, NRL, and then AFL on Friday. I'm going to do the Port Adelaide versus Crows game on Saturday night. So I'm going to try and work in the Super Rugby or Rugby League game in with that as well during the day. Sunday is not going to be any AFL. There's no good games on. Patacat says, I prefer the NHL's return personally. And Blaze, who do you have winning between Amanda Nunes and Felicia Spence on the weekend? I would love to see Nunes win. Sport Reaction says, thoughts on the Clippers' chance of winning the championship? I think that the Lakers are 100% going to romp this in. I think they're going to romp this in. LeBron obviously has the Kobe situation to fight for. The Lakers have the whole Kobe situation. And also, obviously, LeBron has the black movement, the fighting for black rights movement behind him, and that he's fighting for as well. So it's going to be a fantastic end of the season, but I think the Lakers are going to romp this in, unfortunately. Well, I love the Lakers. I love watching them. I don't have a team, but I love watching LeBron. So I can't wait to see the Lakers take this one out, in my opinion. But we will be live streaming pretty much every. I'm going to live stream pretty much every playoff game you watch. I will live stream pretty much every playoff game that I can do. Entertain House says, getting so hot for Eels Manly game. Bloody hell, good night. Entertain House is getting so hot for the Eels Manly game. Can't wait till 10 p.m. But 10 p.m. 10 p.m. What do you mean 10 p.m.? 10 p.m. What about 10 p.m.? I'm not sure what you're talking about. As this sports says, up the dog twin, please. I have tipped the doggy. I shouldn't have said that because I should have just told you to go watch the In the Sheds podcast. TD Duffy says, Jerome Luai and Nathan Cleary scored 70 points a game in under-20s. I think they're definitely the better duo than Cleary and Burton. Under-20s is a little bit of a different game, mate. I think, you're probably right. I think Jerome Luai would be great. I think that either option's probably good, but I think that it'd be either option's good, but I would personally go potentially with Burton and Cleary myself. Nick McIntyre says, don't waste your time with Super Rugby. I love the rugby, mate. I love the Super Rugby. And we've got a Super Rugby player on next Sunday on the In the Sheds podcast who plays for the All Blacks and the Chiefs. It's New Zealand, by the way. It's not Australia. It's the New Zealand game. So it's Chiefs and Crusaders and Blues with Dan Carter, who's just come back and signed with the Blues. And you've also got the Hurricanes and the Highlanders. So it's basically like a mini tournament within New Zealand. So that'll be really good. I really look forward to that. If it was only Australian teams, then yeah, I probably wouldn't get too much behind it. Entertain House says, my gut says Lakers play the Heat. The Heat? The Heat apparently got beaten by the second string team in while they've been practicing lately. So I don't know about that one. I can't see that. Hold on. Let me have a go and have a look at something. By the way, guys, if you're just tuning in, it's half time right now, 16-0 to the Panthers over the Warriors. Hold on, let me just go and have a look. So you're telling me that you think the Heat are going to beat the Bucks, the Celtics, the 76ers, and the Raptors? Interesting. I can't see Heat beating Bucks. I can see them beating Raptors. I think Boston probably still beat them. They'll beat Boston, I think. I think Raptors probably do them, and I think Philadelphia probably does them. I think that the only team that Miami can beat out of those teams is out of the playoffs right now is the Pacers, the Celtics, the Nets, Orlando, and Washington. That's who the Bucks will flog them. The Bucks will touch them up, especially in the playoffs. Then you've got the Toronto Raptors. I think the Raptors probably win that game. It'll be a very close game, that one. Series, anyway, sorry. You've got the Boston Celtics, who I think they have a good chance against. Just matchup-wise. Indiana Pacers, matchup-wise, they do well. That's a very physical team. I think that Miami can really get around that physical team. Philadelphia 76ers, I think, touch them up. Brooklyn Nets, Orlando, and Washington are just not great. So I think that the Heat will win those. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the Heat making it into the finals this year. By the way, guys, if you haven't hit the thumbs up button yet, go and hit that thumbs up button. We're at 53. We're trying to hit 70 on this live stream. But it's only half time. Plenty of time. Patercat says, who did the Blackhawks play in the first round of playoffs? You're a funny man, Patercat. You're a funny man. You're a funny man, Mr. Patercat. You're a funny man. Funny man. Sport Reaction says he will be back in the second half of the season. T3 Duffy says, I think it will end 30-14. Panthers win. I don't know if the Warriors... I think the Warriors might only score one try or two tries, but I don't know. I don't even know. I think they'll score one try. I don't know if they'll score 14 points. I can't see it, in my opinion. I can't see the Warriors scoring 14 points, in my opinion. Aaron Douglas says, who's your favourite New Zealand Super Rugby team? So, I will let you guys know this, obviously, the In The Sheds podcast, which is every Wednesday at 4 p.m, live sports chat, every Sunday at 8 a.m. AEST, which is a player interview that we have. We have Tetaroa Tahuriarangi from the All Blacks and the Chiefs on next Sunday. Emerging cricket is this weekend, but next Sunday is Tetaroa Tahuriarangi, which is fantastic. And the week after, we got about 7 weeks later is Stephen Donald, Kiwis legend, who also plays for the Chiefs. So I love the Chiefs. I've always been getting around them. Obviously, I've supported them in Fiji every time they're here. And yeah, I get around the Chiefs in New Zealand. They're probably even my main team in reality. Like, I don't really care for Australian Rugby Union. I just don't really give a shit. So I would nearly call myself a Chiefs fan, but I don't really have a team. I just love watching the sport, just like the NBA, really. I grew up in Queensland, and I'm not a Reds fan. I like the Reds. I love the Reds, but I think I honestly have more of a connection to the Chiefs because of all their times in Fiji where I've vlogged them and they've won. And also the fact that we've had 2 Chiefs players on the podcast. So yeah, that's my opinion. Sport Reaction says 76ers have the talent, just the chemistry. Yeah, but if it wasn't for a very, very lucky Kawhi Leonard buzzer beater, which bounced back and forth and then in, if it wasn't for that, they probably, I believe, would have beaten the Raptors in that Game 7 in overtime, in my opinion. So I was in Chicago at the time. I was in America at the time, and I actually just got back from a Cubbies game. I watched the basketball game on my phone while I was watching the Cubbies. I'm pretty sure the Cubbies won, I think, bottom of the 9th. Chris Bryant with a sweet home run into the left field. No, centre field home run. Chrissy Bryant. I can't wait for the baseball to come back, man. I miss it so much. Daniel Reed, who do you think will win on Sunday, Titans or Tigers? Like I said, guys, every single tip that I have made and also Entertain House has made is on the In The Sheds podcast. We spoke about all the games last weekend, wrap it up, and then all the games this weekend and previewed them. So if you want to see my tips and our tips and understand why we said them, then go and check out the In The Sheds podcast, which is right now. But before you do that, go and hit that thumbs up button, guys. 2070, we're at 53 thumbs up right now. Really appreciate your support as always. If you're not subscribed yet, don't subscribe yet, gee whiz. But it is half time right now, and the Panthers are up 16-0. We will be live streaming the Storm vs Rabbitohs game straight after this, and obviously every single game this weekend. And Tanhouse says, Munster just said Rabbits and Storm have always been a rivalry. What? I disagree. I would personally disagree on that one on Cammy, but if you think so, I don't know about that one. Maybe players-wise, that's interesting actually. If the players think that, but in regards to rugby, like fans and stuff, no. Interesting aspect there. Sam Hanuta says, who are you going for in the Storm vs Rabbitohs? I will be going for the Storm. I would love to see the Rabbits win, but I'm going to go for the Storm because that's who I did tip. So, yeah, I'll support the Storm in that live stream. By the way, guys, if you're just tuning in, it's half-time 16-0 to the Panthers. We're just waiting for the second half to kick off. That's what we're just talking about, whatever. You guys can ask me any questions you want about any sport at half-time when the game gets back underway. That is when we start talking about rugby league again, rugby league. But yeah, if you're not subscribed yet, go and subscribe. Oscar Burke says, Stephen Donald, legend. Yeah, he was fantastic to talk to, man. Obviously, we spoke to him all about that World Cup final in 2011. We spoke to him about his days in Mitre 10 and with the Chiefs, and it was really, really good motivational talk as well for a lot of young kids coming through the system nowadays. And the fact that he played for the passion, like obviously he eventually got into thinking, okay, it's a career now, but he played for the passion. It's a really good story that Stephen John tells us about how he got into the game and how he became successful, really. And then obviously we spoke about 2011 World Cup final as well. But that one won't come out for you guys for about 8 weeks or so like that. It's this week, Emerging Cricket, Tetoroa Tahoriarangi, Greg Bird, week after, Maitland Brown from the Renegades women's cricket team, Anthony Don from the Titans, then we've got, I think, Ivan Gonzalez from the Chicago White Sox draftee, which is fantastic. We've also got, we've got a lot of players. There's so many people that we've already recorded with. I can't even think of them right now. Hayden Griffin says, boo, go south, boo, Melbourne. Okay, says, have the MLB announced a return play plan yet? I don't think so, but there's word that July 30th is when they're going to start. When it was similar around when the NBA is meant to start. I think it's going to be a really, really short season though for the old Major League Baseball. Mason Springs says, thoughts on new NBL team in Hobart? I think it's fantastic. I can't wait to see that, and I would really love to go down there to watch a game and log a game as well. I definitely want to get around the NBL a lot this season. I was doing stuff with the Sydney Kings. I'll probably end up doing stuff with the Sydney Kings on a professional level again. But in the same sense, I would love to get around to more NBL teams this year and really get amongst it. But I also want to try and get to England at some stage. I was going to say America, but we aren't getting to America anytime soon, guys, unfortunately. We'll live stream their games, but we're not going to get there anytime soon. Nick McTyson, similar to Brisbane, do you think Melbourne will struggle to adapt in the new fast-paced game? By the way, guys, we have just gotten into the second half, and the Panthers are starting off with the ball. I said this in the first half, Nick. I think that the reason why the Storm struggled last week was because of their ability to not adapt to this fast-paced game nowadays. Nowadays, and this week, last week, whatever. I think the Storm are a very slow, grinding team, and obviously it's going to be difficult for them to adjust. But, you know, the Storm are coached by one of the best coaches in the competition. And, wow, they're going to call a new freshman 6. I thought that was a knock on against the Panthers there. Are they calling freshman? No, it's 4 tackles still. Okay. Paramount says, what's the favourite NBA team? I don't have a favourite NBA team. By the way, guys, now we stop talking about any other sport. We can talk about that full time or half time the next game. But while the game is on, we only talk about the sport that we are live streaming. Alright, here we go. Warriors with the ball. Oh, great take by 2 of us. Shit. My gosh. Kidswell says, is anybody in the crowd cheering them or not? No. The only people who are cheering them on are firstly us here on the live stream and also the, the cardboard cutouts. By the way, guys, 15 more thumbs up to hit 70. Really appreciate your support as per always. Dorothy, sorry guys, let's not start self-promoting. I'm going to start removing comments if you're going to promote your own stuff. This isn't for promotion. This is for you guys to have fun and watch on the live stream and have a good time. Senator says, my less favourite NRL team is the Dragons. Ooh, okay. Ashley Sports says, Sharks can win. Chad gone. That's funny. Good tackle here. Panthers with the ball. Panther. Oh, good catch. Great catch. Caleb Aikens has been very good for the Panthers tonight, in my opinion. I think he's been very good. Blake says, I saw a cardboard cut out of Adolf Hitler. Yeah, no, that was a troll. That wasn't real. But the real one was the actual serial killer that was which was a cardboard cut out there. Obviously, the serial killer isn't a popular face, so they wouldn't have realised, and then they just chucked it up, and then people were like, wait a second, that guy's a serial killer. But Adolf Hitler, that was a troll. That wasn't real. There's no way that was real. Because people are stupid if they thought that was real. Well, not if they thought that was real. People were stupid if they put that print out. They did the print. All right. Panthers are away here. Panthers are away here. That's a great run. That's a fantastic run. They're going down the wing. They're going down the wing. They're going down the great tackle and defence by the Warriors there. If he doesn't let it up, it's a penalty. Ooh, good stuff. They're going to go out left. They're going to have plenty of space out left. They go out left. Fit tackle here. Burton gets it out left. William Kikau gets it out to Crichton. Gets it out to Crichton. Gets it out to the wing. Josh Mansour. Boom! Panthers on the wing. Let's score a try. Fantastic try by the Panthers there. He's now 20-0 to the Panthers with the kick to come from out wide. Wow, we were, baby. Woo, wow, we were. My gosh. Evan, for real, do you remember me? I've seen you around my live streams before, brother. Appreciate you. As he sports says, Aiken's been really good. I think so too. I think Aiken's been really good. That was fantastic play there by the Panthers, and they obviously, a bit of bum action there. But yeah, I told you, as soon as they go out left, they're going to have plenty of space. Great pass there for Burton Kikau. Great work by Kikau to take away 3 defenders there. And then Crichton obviously holds up the defence and Mansour down the left wing. Fantastic try, 20-0 to the Panthers with the kick to come. Nick McIntyre says, try time. TJ says, Mansour first try in 2 seasons. 2 seasons? Surely no way. Surely no way. No, surely. No, last year he would have scored a try for sure, surely. Abby for real says, my favourite cricket player is Steve Smith. Good on you, champion. Well, we do have a cricket podcast on Sunday. On Sunday for the In the Sheds podcast, we're going to be talking all things cricket with the Emerging Cricket Podcast. Fantastic chat. So 8 AM on Sunday. TW says, well, 1 season and 3 games. Really well. T3 Duffy says, nope, not a single one. Brett Naden took them all. As your sport says, Mansour try was brilliant. That was a very fantastic try. 15 thumbs up away from 70, guys. Let's get that thumbs up button going. Woo. Haven't hit the thumbs up button, you can smack that one. What's Nathan saying? I don't know what everyone's complaining about. I see message retracted. Don't say that. I'm not too sure what he's done wrong. Oh, they missed it. I think he hit the post. Maybe it was a really bad kick. I don't know. But someone's saying to block Nathan. I'm not too sure Nathan's doing wrong. I haven't seen all this chat. Epic for real says you should commentate in the real match. Well, you're going to let Channel 9 or Fox Sports know. Get BKR Sport on. Let's do it. Well, the thing is, I don't really want to. I want to do my own stuff, man. I want to do my own stuff on this channel and be able to talk to you. Because if I commentate in the real match, I can't talk to you guys in the chat. You know what I mean? Like I can't discuss the game live with you guys. So even if someone I guess I get paid for that, and I don't really get paid for this. Like I do, but at the same time, I don't really. So. I do this more for love and passion of it, but if I actually commentate in the real match, I get paid for it, cool, but I don't get to talk to you guys in the comment section, which is fantastic to do. TTW says, 18 game try, drought broken. Wow, I didn't realise it was an 18 game. I didn't even realise that. That's why I was like, wow, really? It's still hasn't scored in a long time. Gee whiz. Alrighty, second tackle lead for the Panthers. 35 metres out from their own line. 7 minutes. We talk about other sports at halftime or full time. I'm not going to talk about cricket or anything right now. Obviously, podcast Sunday at 8 AM. We do have a cricket chat. But for now, ask me a cricket question after the game finishes. And for real says you're doing a live video on the next match. I'm doing a live stream for every single game this weekend, guys. I've got the Storm versus the Rabbitohs right up next, and then tomorrow 2 games, Sunday 2 games, and Monday 1 game. Nick McIntyre says he was practically out for 2 seasons with injury. That's what I was thinking. He was injured for quite a while. Third tackle, 40 metres out from their own line. Warriors can't come back here. The Warriors won't win this game. As the sport says, great start to second half on the Panthers. Great start and great game so far from the Panthers. They've just kind of gotten by and then scored when they felt the right time. They've kind of stalked their prey, you know what I mean? Like a panther. Stalked their prey. Ooh, let's wait, and bang. Go. That's what the Panthers have done in this game so far. 20-0. And there is 34 minutes to go in the game. I'm going to claim the tip already. I'm calling it. Oh! He He's knocked his lollies all over the place. Just as we're talking about, Caleb Aiken's having a fantastic game. He drops the ball, a really easy ball too. Epic for real says Yahoo. Nick McDyce's Mansell had a broken jaw and stuffed his shoulder. Wow, it just fell straight through the bread basket, that one. Fell straight through the bread basket. The old Caleb Aikens. AJ Ellis says, are you going to have a boxer in the sheds eventually, mate? We've got Max Griffin, who's a UFC fighter. He's going to be on very soon. You guys probably won't see it for a while, but we've got Max Griffin lined up from the UFC, which is going to be fantastic. Guys, I'm going to start muting if you're going to start having a go at each other for no apparent reason. So please stop telling each other to shut up. As a sports, don't say changes, well. Don't say bloody good changes. How dare you, son? Do it. 53 minutes to go here in the game. First tackle of the Warriors, 10 minutes out. I still think even though they score here, they can't win this game. Down 20-0. They need to score four converted tries, three converted tries and a try to be leading without the Panthers scoring a single point. Here we go, they're going out to the left. No, they're going back to the right. Okay, the Warriors here, third tackle, 10 metres out from the Panthers line. 56 likes right now. Oh, that's going to be a strip. Ooh, go and hit that thumbs up button, guys. Strip to Mansour. And the Panthers are going to get the ball coming out of their own line. Epic for real says, do you have TikTok? I do, but haven't posted on it in a while, man. Just go and follow, I think, BKR Sport or BKR YouTube, one of the two. And I do, I posted a couple of videos there. I think 2 weeks ago was my last video on TikTok. Panic says, Blaze does have TikTok. I do. Pete Francis says, Will Chambers. Shit. Oh, yeah. Third tackle. 30 metres out from the Panthers line. Amazing experience says, wait, when was that last year's Panthers won? When was the last year Panthers won the series? Or do you mean Panthers won the grand final? I think probably, 2000? No, they were in the grand final. No, yeah, I think 2003 or something like that, maybe? 2002, maybe? Can you guys let me know in the comment section? Can you guys let me know in the comment section when the last one Panthers won? I think it was 2003, 2002, maybe? That's sure. 2003, yeah, there we go. See, I was close enough. I was really close. Very, very close. Something like 2002, 2003. I think I did say 2003. 2002, 2003. Greasy Games says they won 2010. I don't believe that the Panthers are the Dragons. They're not from St. George, so I don't think so, no. AJ Ellis says, 03 they won the comp. Yeah, there we go. NRL Hub says Chambers Cup. There we go. 31 minutes to go here. Fourth tackle for the Warriors. 45 minutes out from their own line. Set restart. Ooh, that's a chance. That is a chance. T3 Duffy says, if you're a Panthers fan, to say that. I didn't say it. I don't mind it. I don't mind the Pennies. I don't mind it. As just wasn't, Paul McGregor is going to be sacked if they lose the Dogs. Wouldn't surprise me. It really, really wouldn't surprise me. And it's probably warranted in the same sense as well. First tackle over the Panthers. It is warranted, sorry. It is warranted. Epic for real says, everyone say who will win the final this year. Yeah, who does everyone think they will win the grand final? Obviously, I've said it a million times on the live stream, so you guys know who I think will win the grand final. But I would love to see who you guys think will win the grand final. Here we go, William Carousel. Run by the Panthers here. Third tackle here, 40 metres out from the Warriors line. T3 Duffy says Titans will win. I love you. I love you, son. You're a good bloke. You're a good bloke. Good around here. Good champion. Go and hit that thumbs up button for the champion of a bloke, T3 Duffy, who just said the Titans will win the premiership. I love him. Fifth tackle here, 15 metres out from the Panthers. Can they score again? Can they put the boot in? Can they put the boot in? The boot's going in. The boot's going in. No, it's not going in. There's no boot. There's no boot. The boot's done. The boot's been dropped. No more boot. But you can go and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Mason experiences Canberra and Eels. Ooh. Matt Dan Hollis says, stop punching me. Well, if people stop saying the name, then I would. But people keep saying that damn old name. Ooh, my gosh. As a sports says, Raiders grand win. Teacher Duffy says, don't go to the Titans, but give it to the anyway. Go to the when what? Son? No way. Champion. My gosh. I'm trying to keep jeez. X Danny says, either Manly, Raiders, Chooks, or Eels. Well, I've got Manly winning it, mate. I've got Manly. Good on Manly winning the grand final. I personally think it might be Manly versus Raiders grand final. Ooh, cheeky that one. That is a cheeky play right there. As a sports says, falling with Dag, so pumped, coffee shit. Are you saying Cobra is a coffee shitto? Hey, what are you saying is a coffee shitto? What? Who is? Sport Reaction says Herbert is trash. NRL Hubs says, get Dennis Kemp on the sheds. I've spoken to him. He's very busy right now, so he won't come on right now. But he is definitely lined up for the future. That's going to be a penalty to the Panthers. But Dennis Kemp is lined up for the future, but he's very busy right now with his own stuff. So maybe in the off season or later in the season. AJ Ellis says, do you think you'll have DCE on the sheds? I would love to. I would love to have that banter, because the whole time I'd just banter and tell him he's a bloody arsehole. Like, thank you for coming on the sheds, appreciate it, but you're an arsehole. Like, I would say it to him too. Pete Barrett says the Roosters will win the grand final. Raiders runners up again. They score goal 0.988. Wow, that's a big time to score to guess the score right now with 28 minutes to go in the fourth round of the competition in the second game of the week. Okay, here we go. Second tackle here. 30 metres out. Oh, by the way, guys, in the Storm vs. Rabbitohs stream, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to give you guys a subscriber goal for the rest of the year. And if you can get the subscriber goal, I will do something specific for you guys. So I will let you know what that is in the Storm vs. Rabbitohs game. So tune in for that one. But yeah, it's pretty big. It's pretty big. I will adjust myself. Fourth tackle here, 10 metres out. I think we can hit that subscriber goal anyway by the end of the year. Easy, in my opinion. All right, Burton for a little kick, little dig. Oh! That's going to be a knock-on against the Panthers. Nick McIntyre says, how much would you be paid to have bloody Chambers? Like shit, tell ya. Oh my gosh, you make me angry, son. Oh my gosh, you make me damn well angry, son. I would have him on the podcast. But the whole time, if anyone said his name on the podcast, I'd be like, punch that bloody man. As the score says, F2, full-time score, 28-6 to Panthers. I think the Panthers could actually consider a try here. Wouldn't be? I think one try to the Warriors is probably fair, but I think the Panthers could probably still score a couple more tries. I personally think it still might be maybe 36-6. I think 36-6. I think they can still score 3 tries. Warriors going to the wing here. Nick Arena with a nice play. Nice play. Oh my God. That is a fantastic defensive play there. Fantastic defensive play there by the Panthers. Wow. Dean Farray, fantastic play. Greasy Gam says, my donut is broken, I don't know how to fix it, please do you know how to fix it? I'm not sure, man. I do appreciate you saying that though, but I'm not too sure how to fix, but I do appreciate that. Pete says, Daily Cockgator. What are you calling that if you get him on the podcast? Maybe as a joke, I'd probably let him know beforehand. A couple of things that I've probably said on stream or something like that, but he would understand. It'd be a joke podcast. Honestly, I'd love to talk to him about his thoughts of it and why he decided to do it and all that from a Titans fan perspective. I'd love to talk to him about that, and it would be a very serious podcast where we would talk about everything from his career. But in the same sense, there would be a lot of jokes involved from my end as a Titans fan, obviously. Epic for real, so I'll subscribe to your YouTube channel. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. Get around the BKRmy, son. Get around him. If you're not subscribed, guys, obviously subscribe because we are absolutely going to be live streaming every single game this weekend. Set restart with Panthers. 50 metres out from the Warriors line. Here we go. Sam Miller says, not sure. Epic for real says people last night were right. It was 59 mil. No. I was right last night. I said 59 mil, not people. I said 59 mil. What do you damn well mean people were right? I was right. Nick McIntyre says, could you call DCE the Mitchell Pearson of Queensland? I would call DCE the DCE of DCE. That's what I'd call him. Bloody bastard. Gene Eric Coffey says, Broncos are a useless team as a Broncos supporter. You're not wrong. 4 tackle here for the Panthers. 15 metres out from the Warriors line. Here we go. Ooh, BDK says, fuck the Broncos. Fuck the Broncos. Fuck the Broncos. Oh, okay. No, okay, cool. Yep, no, that was just a terrible play by the Panthers. The Warriors get the ball back. Okay, if you haven't hit the thumbs up button yet, smack that damn well thumbs up button. Let's get 70. We're at 57 right now. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button yet, we're at 57 right now. T3 Duffy says BKRmy, best army. Let's go, baby. When we are back in Australia, guys, I will get some merchandise going. I will obviously get some shirts going and a hoodie because I want to wear a hoodie at games or a hat as well. I want to get a hoodie together, I want to get a shirt together, and I want to get a hat together. So when I get back to Australia, whenever that may be at the end of the year, I will be organising some. Merchandise. So yeah, and mainly because I want to get it, but I know a lot of you guys message me on Instagram and message me saying that you'd love to get like a BKR Sports shirt or something like that. So yeah, that's my plans. That is my plans. Mason Experience says Broncos useless. Thought they were worse than that. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Second tackle leaving the Panthers, 45 minutes out from the right line. Evan for real says you'd be a good surfer. I'm from the Gold Coast, so you know, got a lot of good surfing in your life. Got a lot of good surfing in your life. 13 thumbs up. Only 13 thumbs up away from the old 70. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. I know we're gonna get it. Gene Everett Coffee says I reckon the Titans will play better. It'd be nice. The Titans and Broncos might be a good game. Might be a good game at this rate. I think like Tyler said, I'll take a trucker's cap. Well, I don't know. I think it's more going to be a snapback or something like that. Api Coruscant. Oh my God, what a run! That was a fantastic little run there by Api Coruscant. Matt Burton gets it out to the wing. They're going out right. No, they're going back. They're going back out to the right. No, oh, that's going to be played at. That was going to be played at. Oh, that's going to be pulled back. Oh, that's going to be thrown. That's going to be backwards. Doesn't matter. And the Warriors are going to get the ball there. BDK says, bro, it's great to have the footy back. It's so beautiful, mate. It's beautiful to have the footy back. Exactly right, champion. It's exactly right. The footy being back is just absolutely unreal. I struggled for a long time, but you know, obviously we still kept pumping content, and I could have easily stopped, but I love pumping content out for you guys. In the sheds really helped. TT Duffy says, just make a shirt with your beautiful face. No, what I want to get, I've got so many plans, man. I've got so much plans and merchandise. I love wearing really nice. Like, I want to get some singlets done like this that I can wear to games, and with BK Sport over like a logo here or like a big logo in the front. I don't know. I've got some really good ideas on the back as well. I'm not going to say it to you guys yet, but trust me, you'll see what I mean very soon. Well, when I go back to Australia, not now. When I go back to Australia. Not going against the Warriors here, so it's going to be a 6 here for the Panthers, 40 minutes out from their own line. Epic for real says, I like your video when you went to the Jonathan Thurston's last match. Yeah, that was a fun match to go to. I was quite drunk for that game, actually. I don't know if you guys know that, but we had a Bucks party that weekend, Antonio's Bucks party. So when we were staying at the hotel beforehand and stuff like that, yeah, we had a big night that night after the game. And I was quite intoxicated during that vlog. Greasy Gamer says, how... Nick McIntyre says, can you recreate the infamous Robbie Fowler scene? No, I'm not going to recreate the infamous Robbie damn well Fowler scene. Fourth tackle here for the Panthers. Going out to the right. Jerome Luai goes out to the right again. Jeez, they're making meters, the old panties. They're making meters. Making meters. My gosh. That's a kick from Luai. Terrible, terrible chase, though. No one chased. No one chased for the Panthers. My gosh. Pete Frenner's hands, Grease again, all forwards are fat, mate. I just thought the Broncos need the Netflix and chill. Broncos need to, well look, they've got a lot of injuries, but no team should ever be beat 59 0. I don't care who you are, how many teams, how many players you've got out, you should not beat 59 0. John Landrigan says, come on Panthers, Penny, it's up 20 0. 21 minutes to go in the game. We're still 12 likes away, guys. Come on, 12 more thumbs up to hit 70. But 12 more thumbs up in 21 minutes. That's our like goal. Let's hit that 70, baby. We always hit it. Chef Ramsey says, where's the lamb sauce? What do you mean, where's the lamb sauce? Well, what are you talking about lamb sauce? Where's the lamb sauce? Lamb sauce? I didn't get any lamb sauce today, mate. Give me lamb sauce. I love some lamb sauce. That's tasty. Ooh, tasty. Nathan Hollow says, say me. Epic for real says, sharks forever. Who's in? Black, white, and blue. No, I love that song. It's a beautiful song. It's a beautiful song. Okay, fourth tackle here for the Warriors. 10 metres out from the Panthers line. Can the Warriors score their first try of the game? Can the Warriors score? I don't think so. I did say that they're probably going to get one try, but... I just seen Nick McIntyre's comment. Oh, that's going to be... Wow, they're going to play it. Jerome Luai, he's going to get out of goal. Nice. Oh no, I just seen Nick McIntyre say good to see the New Zealand Farmers are back. It's quite fun. I wish the New Zealand Warriors did better, but... I did call this. I did call it. As a sports displays, what did you have for dinner takeaways? No, I had a nice little roast. Dinner. Big workout followed by a big dinner. Love it. Epic for real. So Sean Johnson's the best Sharks player ever. That one. There's a few players I might mention, like Andrew Eddinghausen for one. Api Coruscant, the nice little dink run. 40 metres out from the right line here. Panthers. All that Burton going to get it out to the left. They might actually have opportunity out here. There's 3 on 2. No. Yeah, okay, there's still space. It's still fit tackle. They've still got space here, the Panthers. James Tarmo with the ball. Oh my god, that could have been an intercept. That was a great play by James Tarmo just then. That was a great pass. Oh my god, they're still offloads. James Tarmo with a little kick. Why is Tarmo kicking the ball? Why is James Tarmo kicking the ball there? BKRmy says, only time period I liked the Sharks was when Peachy was playing. Oh, you gotta love the Peachy, yeah. You gotta love the David Peachy. A little bit David Peachy. Sam Menuda says, Panthers too strong. They are very strong. Sponsor Bam says, yo, Warriors not great. Steve says, anyone knows the Warriors completion says it? I don't think it's been great. I'll look at it right now. I'll go have a look right now. I don't think it's been fantastic. Not like last week anyway. For that one. I'll have a look what their stats are. The completion rate, 71%. It's pretty shit, yeah. That's the complete rate, 71%. 61 likes, only 9 away. Ooh, 9 away from 70. I know we'll get it. And even if we don't get it, we get it when the video uploads anyway. So thank you very much for supporting the content as per usual. Nat Holler says, no, Sean Jason doesn't exist. Sean Jason doesn't exist. Sean Johnson exists, but Sean Jason doesn't exist, no. Crichton with the ball. Hasn't done too much tonight, Crichton. Not too much. 18 minutes to go here. 40 metres out from the Panthers line. Panthers with the ball, third tackle. Giselle Fatoya says, Warriors supporting all the way, no matter what, 100. Get around, Giselle. Get around, Giselle. You've got to love that. It's going to be a penalty against the Warriors here. You've got to love a fan who sticks by their team for thick and thin. Obviously, I'm a Titans fan, so I know how it feels, Giselle. I know how it feels. Probably a lot worse than how it feels for you, for the Warriors. But, you know, obviously, stick by your team for thick and thin, because times won't be shit forever. Times won't be shit forever, put it that way. Pierre Dobanaba says, I hope Api Coruscant or William Cacao score one more try before the Sirens. Tosso Viti, baby. Tosso Viti. Yeah, good around William Cacao and Api Coruscant. Gotta love the Fijian blood, son. Tosso Viti. John Landsberg says, where are you? Bristol? No idea. Pete Vera says, where's the lamb sauce? I don't know what the lamb sauce is. Why is someone asking me about lamb sauce? Lamb sauce isn't here. I didn't bring the lamb sauce tonight. Didn't do it. DMD Game says, hi, go Panthers. Get out Panthers. Panthers might score again here, third tackle, and they're 10 metres out from the Warriors line. Third tackle. Come on, get out to the left. Get out to the left. No, they're going out to the right. 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 No. 5 metres out from the Warriors line. Panthers with the ball. Fourth tackle here. Gets the ball back to Api Coruscant. What's he going to do? Api Coruscant gets it back on the inside. James Tarmo. 5 metres out from the line. Sport Reaction says, should the AFL kick the 16-minute quarters next year? Answer me at halftime the next game, or full-time this game, or before that game. Oh, that's a fantastic try. That's a fantastic try by the Panthers there. And it's by the number 19. I have no idea who that is, but it's going to be 26-0 to the Panthers. I did call 36-6. I called 36-6. So we're very close. 24-0 right now. Called 36. Originally, I called 30-14. 30-16. Originally, I did before the game started, but I think about 10 minutes in the game, I called 36-6. So. But I originally called 30-14. Not as good as my last night's prediction of 59-0, which I did get. I did get 59-0. I did. Nathan Holler says, I like you as a YouTuber. I watch you every day. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much for the support. I really do appreciate it. Only 1 like away from 70. We hit 70. We hit 70. That's what I'm talking about, baby. We hit 70. I told you, we always hit our like goal. We always hit our like goal. There you go, son. Good having you guys. Have a go, you guys. Buddy, you're awesome. Awesome. Always hit our like goal. 70 thumbs up. Bingo. Team Games says, go Nathan Cleary. Well, he's not playing in this game. He's obviously out until next week. Next week, I don't know who Panthers play next week, actually. I might have a look. If you are just tuning in, by the way, guys, we are going to be streaming straight after this as well for the Storm Rabbitohs on another stream. So if you're not subscribed yet, obviously go and subscribe. Next week, the Panthers play the Eels. Ooh, big game, man. That's a big game. Sport Reaction says, stream UFC on Sunday. I can't because I have to go through the internet here, and it wouldn't be great to stream from the internet and also to stream here. Sandman, bring me a drink. Sandman, bring me a drink says, I am your 70 like. Thank you very much, man. Get around. Hopefully you are also a subscriber. Ooh, I like that. 15 minutes to go here of the game. It's 24-0, but it's about to be 26-0 after Crichton scores this one, and that is a banger right through the middle. 26-0 to the Panthers with 15 minutes to go. DMG Game says, go Rabbitohs in the next game. Epic from Mill says, go Storm in the next game. And as the sport says, nice try for Burns. It was a nice try for Burns right through the middle. Sandman says, just subbed. Get around the Sandman. Bring me a drink. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Who do you support, Sandman? Who do you support? John Landrigan says, bring me a drink. You got some really random comments so far, Mr. John Landrigan. But thank you very much for supporting the content. Get around. We will be live streaming the Storm vs. Rabbitohs game right after this on another stream. And every single game this weekend. As the Sport says, up the Titans in the Storm. Oh, so are you a Storm fan or are you a Titans fan? Sandman says he's a Storm fan. Oh, well, we're going to be live streaming your game right next to this game, right after this game on the other stream. We're going to be streaming our reaction to the Storm Rabbitohs game. I have tipped the Storm. You guys can obviously check out the In the Sheds podcast every Wednesday at 4 p.m. and Sunday at 8 a.m. Wednesday is obviously live sport chat, and Sunday is always player interviews and player chat. This week is Emerging Kicker podcast. Next week is the BKRmy on the All Blacks. But yes, every Wednesday we did our predictions and stuff for every single game, and I tipped the Panthers in this one, and I also tipped the Storm. Hayden, which is Entertainment House, my co-host, he tipped the Warriors, and he tipped the Storm, but he tipped the Warriors. So not off to a great start. Oh, I think it's going to knock on. No, it's going to be still fit tackle. That's a decent kick. That's a great kick by the Panthers there. That's going to put the Warriors under a lot of pressure. Excuse me. The Mason Express says, Sandman, can you give me a drink? Hey, can I have a drink first, guys? I'm trying to bloody do a stream here, and everyone's saying, can you give me a drink? Where's my drink? That's the question. Sports says, Dogs fan, just having fun. BDK says, hey, any Cowboys fans here? I haven't seen the Cowboys fan just yet. I think that'll be a good game to the Sharks and Cowboys. Really interesting game, that one. Very, very interesting game. I don't really necessarily know who is going to win. Do you guys think we can get 80 thumbs up? I don't know. We're 70 right now. I think we might be able to get 80. Let's try it. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button yet, go into the thumbs up button. We're going to try and hit 80. Ooh, that's cheeky. I'm a cheeky fella. 13 minutes to go here of the game, and the Warriors at the ball. Fifth tackle here. 35 minutes out from their own line. Emmy For Real says, do you do live streams in the Big Bash? I will at the end of the season, yeah. But I do, you guys got to realise is that live streams I will always do, but you got to realise when we can go back 2 games and go to the games. Obviously, my main content is vlogging. So when I actually go to the game, I talk to the players, I talk to the fans, and just have a good time and show you guys the experience of being at the game. So that will obviously hamper a lot of live streams because I'll be there. But live streams will continue for games that I can't get to, obviously. Dasmate says, I was expecting the Warriors to do a bit better. I did. I really did. They played the Dragons man last week. That's what I was trying to say in the podcast. I was trying to say in the In the Sheds podcast. I was trying to say, played the Dragons. It was against a nobody team. Sorry. But I'd love to see the Warriors do something. And I tipped the Warriors last week, but I'm sorry. It was the Dragons. It wasn't a good team. A team that's probably going to lose their coach after this week. Sam Henry says, go to Panthers. Nat Dan Holland says, go to Storm. Mason Experience says, Warriors got their pants pulled down tonight. I think anyone really should have known that, though. I really think everyone should have known that. We're going out to the wing. Stephen Crichton with the ball, and that's going to be another try, Mansour. Oh, he's lost the ball. Knock on. He nearly got a double after a massive long break. He nearly got a double. Sport Reaction says, who are the most delusional fans? Ooh, I'd probably say... I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say who, actually. I'm not going to say it. You guys can in the conversation. I don't have the YouTube account name. Remember from the Eagles game? I do remember you. Yes. You've got a long name, so it's very easy to remember people with long names. Because I obviously have to read it out. As this sport says, 2021, maybe the vlog coming back. I think the vlog will come back at the end of the year, mate. At the end of the year. At the end of the year, the vlog will come back. I think that was a forward pass. Then they're going to call it forward. Warriors just throwing the ball around here. Warriors just throwing the ball around. Evan For Real says, have you met any famous people? I guess it depends on who you call famous. I meet a lot of players, obviously, with the vlogs and with podcasts. I talk to a lot of the famous players and stuff like that. I guess it depends on who you think is famous. Oh, the Warriors are away. The Warriors might score here. Oh, he's coughed it up. He's coughed his lolly. He's coughed his lollies up. 4th tackle here for the Warriors. 12 metres out from the Panthers line. Pass in the back. Nothing happening here. They had a good chance to score there and they didn't. Shocking. As his sports says, Hayden enjoyed the fish and chips. Yeah, I hope so, because he wouldn't be enjoying the result of his game considering he tipped the Warriors. Here we go. Warriors might score. Oh, no. That's going to be, I think, knocked back. No, it's going to be a 20-minute restart for the Panthers. Nathan Hollow says, who's your favourite Titans player? I love AJ. I love Bruno. Gotta love a bit of AJ Brimson in your life. He's a good player, and we need those kind of players in our team right now. We really do. We need those kind of players. Obviously, he's injured for the next couple of weeks, which is not ideal. Eamon Wild, serious heavy low. How's it going? Hello, Eamon. Good to see you, champion. I'm cautious. These games are so one-sided. I don't like it. Yeah, we did see with the Panthers. I agree. There is a lot of one-sided games, but then again, this is the Warriors. We all knew this game was going to be one-sided in reality. Some people thought the Warriors had it in them, but they played the Dragons. Like, I get what you're saying on Kai, but I think that I think that we'll see there is going to be a lot better games. Like Manly versus Parramatta, that should be a really close game. Storm Rabbitohs, I think the Storm will probably win by about 12. There's not many good games. Actually, there's a couple of games that could be really close this week. But yeah, because of how fast-paced it is, teams are still adjusting to the change. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think that I think you're right. Games have been really blown out, but it'll start to get a lot better. It'll start to get a lot better. Teams are just adjusting to the change. Says who's your favourite Titans fans? Me. No, the front line, mate. The Legion. Get around the Legion, the front line. Always going to get around the front line. Alex says if the Titans lost 59-0 last night, everyone would be screaming to get out of the league. Mate, we don't need to lose 59-0 for people to scream for us to get out of the league. You just get used to it as a Titans fan. Like Warriors. Oh, the Warriors. Too hard to kick. Oh, that's a try. I think that's a try. Patrick Herbert. I think that's an incredible try. One-handed too. I think it's a try. I think that's a try of the Warriors. That is absolutely unreal if he scores this. Oh, nah. I think he just misses out. But that's a fantastic effort from Patrick Herbert. That is a fantastic effort. That's a fantastic effort. Oh. I don't know. That's really difficult. The right foot as well. No. I don't think right foot... That's tough, man. This could actually be one of the best tries of the year so far. That's unreal if he scores this. I think he might score it. I think he might score this. This is the angle. We won't see it because his legs are in the way. Oh, damn it. The right leg here. Hold on, damn, this is crazy. His right foot's out there, but it comes up, it's still up, it's up now, and... Oh, they call it touch and goal. But he hadn't had his hand on the ball. Oh, okay, so he didn't regather and regain his control in the in-goal area. Fair enough, but that was a fantastic effort from Patrick Herbert. Very close there for the Warriors, but unreal effort there for Patrick Herbert. You've got to really commend him for that. You've got to really commend him for that. Sport Reaction says that's a try. Very close. Very close. Ian, DMD Gaming says go to Trial Mitchell in next game. Can't wait for next game. I will be live streaming it. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe. But next game, we're going to be live streaming the Rabbitohs versus the Melbourne Storm game. Obviously not this stream. We'll be swapping over the stream. But yeah, we will be live streaming the next game too. Pretty much straight away. Pretty much. Nancy Catewell says, what is the score? Sorry. The live score is right below me, 26-0 to the Panthers with 8 minutes to go in the game. Mate's experience is in case you can't see the score. Yeah, it is 26-0 to the Panthers. Blake 9413. Thank you very much. Third tackle here, fourth tackle here for the Panthers. William Kikau is taking a rest with the Apicota Sal. Dosavidi, the two Fijian Flyers, son. 70 is a no try. Yeah, it was no try. 72 thumbs up. You have the thumbs up button there, guys. We've already hit our like goal of 70, so we can definitely sleep easy tonight. But very much, thank you very much. But if you haven't hit the thumbs up button yet, still keep hitting it. Maybe we can hit 80. I don't know. We're at 72 right now. We'd really appreciate it if we can hit 80, but I know we've already hit our like goal, so you're going to love that. You're going to love a good like goal of 70. And we're going to hit a like goal of 70 the next game too, for the Storm versus the Rabbitohs game. Alrighty, 7.5 minutes to go here of the game. 26-0 to the Panthers. Nancy Catewell says, has Kurt Catewell scored yet? I don't think Kurt Catewell scored. I don't think Kurt Catewell scored in this game. I haven't noticed it. If he has, are you his family? Are you Kurt Catewell's family? He used to play for the Sharks, didn't he? I think he used to play for the Sharks. He hasn't scored today. He's obviously a second rower, so you wouldn't really expect him to score, but he's had 5 tackle breaks. That's not bad. Tackle success. He's had 47 tackles. That's not bad. He's had a pretty decent game. 81 run meters from eight runs. Yeah, I think Kurt Cattle's been pretty right. I haven't really noticed him too much myself watching, but that's because I'm streaming and talking and stuff like that. But have a look at his stats. Not too bad. 5 tackle breaks, 40 tackles. You can't ask for too much more from your second row. The Mason Experience says, thought about doing a trivia night. Maybe eventually, mate. Maybe eventually. Maybe when we hit like 10,000 subscribers, I'll do something like that. Which I will be mentioning in the next. If we can get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I will tell you guys what I'll do in the second stream tonight in the Storm vs Rabbitohs game. I'll let you guys know what I'll do for you guys. If we can get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, which I believe we will, I will do something pretty outrageous, which I'll mention in the next game. Nat Dan Hollis says, Storm Josh Adokar. Yeah, Josh Adokar is a fast-paced player. Check A. Alrighty, bad kick from the Panthers. Gee whiz. Bad kick from the Panthers. Oh, it's still going to work out. It's still going to work out for the Panthers. Gee whiz. They're still going to have players. It's going to be another kick, and it's going to be a penalty to the Warriors. There you go. Epic for real says, who's the best player in NRL history? That's too hard a question, mate. It depends on eras. So many different positions. Very difficult. Titi Duffy says, you should do some games like Kahoot, Scribblio, and stuff for half times, post game, and in the middle of games. Yeah, we still do talk quite a bit about the game and stuff and half time and stuff, but I do think that's a good shout. Sport Reaction says, look at Bunny's Keon's nickname. Who's the GOAT in the NBA? Good ask me that question. We're not watching the game much, Jimmy. If we're watching the NBA, I'd answer it, but we are currently watching the NRL. Half time and full time or before the game is when we talk about any sport. Titi Duffy says LeBron, but I will answer quickly. It is LeBron right now. But that's right now. I'm not getting into this whole Jordan versus LeBron versus Buddy Kobe Bryant right now. Kobe Bryant isn't the best of all time. Controversial, it's not. Great player, but no. 5 minutes to go here. 20 metres out from the Panthers line, Warriors with the ball. Nancy Campbell says, yes, he's my cousin from Charlottesville, southwest Queensland. Oh, get around it. Get around, Nancy. I'm from the Gold Coast. And yes, he played well for the Sharks, got a premiership ring, doing awesome for backyard self-taught country boy. Yeah, get around him. Big shout out to the boy, Kurt Cattle's. He's having a pretty decent game for the Panthers tonight. A pretty decent game. A couple of tackle breaks, a couple of 81 metres, so he's made 10 metres per run basically. 40 tackles. Can't ask for too much. Can't ask for too much more. And obviously they're winning 26-0, so he's doing a good job. As this was plays well, seeing the Rabbits for a strong game. Alrighty, man. Appreciate you. Oh, Warriors might score here. Warriors might score here. No, just too short. Just too short. Second tackle. I'll see you for the Storm Rabbitohs game, my friend. Second tackle here for the Warriors. 15 metres out. What are they going to do? What are they going to do here? 10 metres out. Can they score their only try of the day? Third tackle for the Warriors. 10 metres out. Gets it out. No, nothing happened there. Nothing happened there. Happy for real says, can you still talk on the video? I'm not too sure what that means. Can I still talk on the video? What do you mean? Mason Experiences to the Storm game straight after. Yes, we will be swapping over streams. So you have obviously to be subscribed and go and click on the other screen. I know you're subscribed, though. You're here all the time. Oh my God, that's a knock on. No, wow, Mansour caught that. Holy damn, that's a fantastic play. That's a fantastic play from Mansour. But yeah, we will be live streaming the Storm vs Rabbitohs game in about 15 minutes. So this game finishes in 3 minutes. I'll have time to jump off the stream, set up the next stream, and then we'll be right back into it for the old Storm versus the Rabbitohs. Mason Experience says, my name's Mason. Get around, Mason. Good on you, champion. Nat Dan Hollis says, what's my name? My name's Blaze. It's called BKRmy Blaze. Up to you guys. Second tackle here for the Panthers, 40 metres out from the Warriors line. Can they score one more try before the end of the game to make it 30-0? I think they probably could. I wouldn't put it past them. William Mikau is back on the field, by the way. Jeez, he's still kicking on. Look at him, he's still making 15 metres in that. Michael Joshua Lewis says, what's happened to the Warriors? But I did say this on the In the Shades podcast on Wednesday, that basically they played the Dragons, my dude. Like, unfortunately, the Warriors, they're not a fantastic team this year. I'd love to see them do well, but they're just not a fantastic team this year. So, Burton really with a hat trick. Gee whiz. Okay, fit tackle here. I tipped the Panthers, and I thought it was going to be a 13-pluser. So, it's unfortunate for the Warriors, but I can definitely see why. Oh, that's too hard to kick. Otherwise, if that was short a kick, then they score there. Other than the YouTube name says, so see you on the Rabbits game. Alright, shit. Good to see you. Thank you. I'll see you for the next game. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button my way, guys, click the thumbs up button. We're going to jump straight off basically after this in about 3 minutes' time because I have to set up the Storm vs Rabbitohs stream, which we are going to be doing. So if you're not subscribed yet, guys, hit the subscribe button. Live your passion as per always. That's the main thing. Always live your passion. Don't Don't let anybody tell you can't do something. I get people telling me I can't do something all the time. In fact, I can't do this all the time, but I keep doing it. I'm loving it, and you guys are always supporting it. So that's the main thing. Always live your passion. 7 Nuda says you're the best YouTuber. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate the support. Nathan Xbox Game says I'm going from Mountain. You're going from Mountain. Oh, you're supporting the Panthers from the mountains, are you? So I know the Panthers obviously out that way, Penrith. Oh, third tackle here for the Warriors. 1 minute 44 to go in the game. Nick McIntyre says, who would win the Farmers League? Titans, Broncos, Bulldogs, Dragons, or Bulldogs? Well, why didn't you add the Warriors in there? You just called them the New Zealand Farmers, and now you're not adding the Warriors in the Farmers League. What's wrong with you, Nick? Jay Whiz. Jay damn Whiz. Pierre Doppelnumber says, are you Fijian, by the way? Doppelnumber says, seems like a Fijian last name, and you obviously spoke about Liam Kikau and Cottesdale before as well. If you are, that's a bit weird. Oh my god, fantastic play by the Panthers. A minute 15 to go the game here. But anyway, Pierre said, thank you, BKR, awesome channel, best NRL reaction channel. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. Nancy Campbell says, go the Panthers, they had a good game last week, golden time, 8-point try, but ended in a draw. Yeah, I live in that game. Unfortunately, they didn't get over the top in the end against the Knights. They had a fantastic game in the first half, fell apart in the second half, but the extra time, they should have won the game. The Panthers should have won that game, but they just couldn't get over the line in the end. Scooter Josh, you're not going to get me on that one, son. Scooter Josh says, Panthers are way better. They are definitely way better. But you're not going to get me with the original comment. I know these internet streets, you little bloody sneaky, little sneaker, Mr. Scooter Josh, but you didn't get it. Nick McIntyre says I was meant to put Warriors to the Bulldogs twice. Well, no, the Bulldogs definitely should be in that list as well. Junior Lloyd Dangus is Melbourne Rabbits. Yes, I will be live streaming that straight after this. 23 seconds to go. Here the Panthers up 26-0. Go and hit that thumbs up button, guys. Let's get 75. We're 73 right now. Let's get 75. Let's do it right this damn 1 second. 75. I know we're going to get it. I know we're going to get 75. I said 50. I said 70. 75 right now. Let's do it. Hit the thumbs up button. So, if anyone watching says just watch Storm vs. Up now, yes, that game I will be live streaming in literally only 10 minutes. I'll swap over to that. And that's out the full, but it doesn't really matter. That's full time. Call the game, please. Yep, it is the game over. So that is the end of the game, guys. The Panthers win the game 26-0. Bit of a touch up there. But I'm going to jump off for now. Obviously, we're going to be live streaming Storm vs. Rabbitohs right now in 5-10 minutes. So you guys jump over to the other stream. We will jump on that very soon. Obviously, thank you guys for watching. As per always, Panthers, really good team today. 26-0, absolute drumming. So the Warriors, back to reality, really, back to reality. Obviously, if you haven't hit the thumbs up button yet, smack the thumbs up button. Subscribe as per usual. We're live streaming every single game this weekend, and I appreciate you guys as always. So thanks for watching. Catch you later.